Scott. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Bound mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, had a game, so it's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus a mule and 8 acres, a lot of alcohol, few dash bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac knees, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac knees.
Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, I fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through and wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tail, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supplier. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the...
You
ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
Hold out here for a pill. Ready tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up, Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya. Oh yeah, the morning show is starting an hour earlier today. Hour is a little too early for Bogey this time. Now, he said his phone died. I was trying to hold out for him, see if he could make it with me to start the show. He'll be here soon. Let's see who's up in the chat. Peacock, what up, homie? He said still 2 games left, but I'm toast in like 70% of my leagues. I played versus a Miami player in 14 different matchups. Wow. Oh, man, this one's for you, Peacock. That's bad luck right there. That is very bad luck right there. And Dion said, hell yeah, down 15 points. I have Rashada and Puka to play. He has Mixon. Let's go. Hell yeah. Peacock said, got a bunch of Eagles left to play today. I need Puka and Mike Evans to ball out. There we go. And Dion mega pause. Let's see. Ooh, Peacock said Jalen Pitre set to return to practice this week. All right. Man, look at how good they did yesterday without him. Like, that's insane. And Derek's at the doctor's with my daughter, but we'll get up with y'all later. But check out the video above. Let's check out the video above. Hope everything's all good with your daughter. Hope it's just a normal routine checkup. Let's see. Let's see what the video is. Oh, no, it's a cowboy video. All right, hold on. I don't think we'll get copyright flagged for this, but let's put it here just so let's see. Hold up. Let's take it back to the beginning.
Got on red.
Hold on.
I know he for the start.
Dallas Cowboy, trash. Dak Prescott, you act like you back on that powder again, fam. You act like you can't see the defender. He got on red. How you gonna lose to Arizona? Arizona ain't even got no more cactus in that desert. Come on, man. And Sean Payton for the Broncos. Dig all that bumping your gun about them other coaches. Trash. Russell Wilson, I need a prayer, Sierra. Trash. I don't want to hear your mouth no more. You gonna let the Dolphins put up 70? NFL game 70? Oh, and let me talk about who that Saints should be called the Aints. Yeah, where y'all gumbo, shrimp eating, gator eating, boot egg at now? Get all that noise, all that talking noise last week. We 3-0. Not no more. Well, I gotta find me a new.
What a savage. What up, Tino? Oh, man, fucking savage. That guy's a savage. Stranger, shout out to the Houday Nation. What up? Let's go. We got a Bengals game tonight. Corbin in the house. What up? Tina said, damn, y'all caught me in the shower at this hour. Savage. And Peacock said, damn, some of my fantasy scores are whack as fuck today. Miami skewing the balance. 4 teams left to pay. Yeah, that's rough. It's rough if you didn't have any Miami people. That's for sure. And what up, Song? Said Miami's probably hella lit. 70 points yesterday. I mean, that is insanity. That is insanity. They threw up basketball scores. Hey, Minnesota Marty in the house. What up? Damn, Peacock say he dropped A-Chain in a shallow bench league. Hate shallow bench leagues. Hey, Marco from the future. What up? Damn, Peacock said, looks like I don't have a single league that'll be 3-0. Ouch. That's why I play in so many leagues. I'm sure I got a few. Smokey the cat, what up? Peacock, I called that Tank Dell breakout game. What? And left him on my bench in 2 leagues. Peacock. It's always about who you left him on the bench for, man. If you left some scrub in there, over Tank Dell, then shame on you. But, you left some guy who you shouldn't be starting Tank Dell over. This is how it goes. This is how it goes. Marty said earlier, said the wake and bake earlier. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Marty said, I'm glad the Finns did that to Sean Payton. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. And Just Dre says, talk about it. Kept asking y'all, Tank Dell versus Calvin. Said, man, sometimes you got to go with your intuition, but appreciate y'all still. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anybody in their right mind. And see, you didn't even, first off, if you just say, I think this person over this person, if that's literally a gut instinct, you might have to take it because the writing was on the wall for a team like the Jags, and they just got punked by the Texans. We already knew that Tank was going to be good. But, man, when you are missing that many people in your opposing, in the opposing DBs, it's like, man, how can we not play guys like that? We even bet on Ridley. Not a lot, but, yeah, man, he fucked us up. Always trust your gut. Always trust your gut. And if you're going to trust your gut, don't ask anyone else for opinions because they'll skew your gut thoughts. But yeah, man, we appreciate you, Just Dre. And if there was anybody who did say to start Tank Dell over Ridley and gave you some actual, insight on why you should do it, props to those peeps. Because even a guy like Peacock, he literally just said he's calling the Tank Dell breakout, but he still left him on the bench, in 4 of the leagues or whatever he said. And it's just because the matchup probably wasn't, probably didn't make sense. And even though he knew and called the Tank Dell breakout. All right, here we go. We got Bogey in the house.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Hey. What's happening? Hey.
I'm falling asleep last night during Sunday Night Football. Bogey can't wake up for the Monday morning show. There's some sleeping motherfuckers, high-ass motherfuckers around here.
Yeah. It's funny, though. It's like my alarm just didn't even go off, and I looked at my phone's down, like, oh, shit. I should get up right now. I turned the phone on, I was like, oh, shit, yeah, I'm supposed to be on right now.
And the song said A-Chain scored hella points for me on the bench. See, Tyreek, Tua, of course you're starting those guys, but Mostert starting him. A-Chain still never did anything to prove that we should have started him in this game. You really only started him if you were super, super desperate or if you just trusted your gut. So I wouldn't worry about getting the A-Chain bench points.
What's crazy is in Steamboat's leagues, 14-team league, there was a guy literally that beat me last week. He started Jerome Ford, picked him up, started him, Nick Chubb still alive, all the shit. There was somebody who started.
But why though? Did he have injuries to Austin Eckler, some other?
His running backs are just whack.
Okay, yeah. Which in a 14-team league,
yeah,
you could be like that.
Yeah, and yeah. So whoever, and then it's funny because Steamboat, he was holding on to A-Chain for a while, dropped him. Then the reigning 3-time in a row champ, this guy swoops him. And it's just damn, bro, this guy always, he's the one that came up on Puka too. I'm fucking Steamboat's little brother's crazy, bro.
He's letting them come up on shit.
Yeah.
Peacock said Jimmy Ward really made a difference in the secondary. It's crazy how much of a difference he actually did make.
I mean,
And,
he was one of the better safeties in the game.
Peacock said Pittry's getting said he's getting back to practice this week as well.
Let's go.
Man, it's gonna be nasty with Pittry and Ward back there in the secondary. Yeah, and the Blake Cashman INT. I mean, Blake Cashman's got a really cool name, but man, he's usually not too good at football. But got the INT on T-Law.
And he got cash in his name, man. And
it's funny. Peacock said Broncos straight embarrassing yesterday. They were so embarrassed that Shannon Sharp had to get out there and tweet about it. He said, Broncos country, I'm incredibly sorry and embarrassed by this pathetic effing effort by our Broncos. This is acceptable to give up 70 points in an NFL game with a 300-yard passer, a 150-yard receiver, a 200-yard rusher.
Yeah.
He said, this is unacceptable.
Uncle Shan, bro. You know what I mean?
Everybody eats, B.
Hey, it's crazy because people are like, they don't realize too, Shannon's with the shit, bro.
Oh, yeah. What up, Devo?
What's happening?
And he said, did pretty good this week, except in the wafers and the dynasty. Yeah, well, that's why we play in a bunch of leagues, right? Can't win them all.
I haven't done my sweep yet, but man, dude, it's crazy because in League 16, you're smashing me, right? Fucking, it's insane though, because I started Terrell Bernard everywhere I have him. But what's fucked up is that he was sitting in my taxi squad there. So when I was going to step my starting lineup, he didn't even pop up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that because I'm thinking like, oh, I have this 40-point outing on everywhere I started him. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. So, being down like whatever it is, 80 points now to you. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's happening.
I like it. 804 boy said, is it me or have RBs been a letdown so far this year? No, because if you have CMC, you haven't been let down. If you have Brian Robinson, you really haven't been let down. There's a lot of guys who haven't let down, but shit, when you got injuries to guys like Nick Chubb, Austin Eckler, Saquon, this is why people preach the zero RB. But the thing is, zero RB is still fugazi because if you're going to go zero RB, you better be like the dude that Bogey's talking about who picked up Jerome Ford a week before everybody wanted him, because like once they hit, it's like everybody, you better hope you have the top waiver wire or you're not getting those players.
Yep.
And I think most people who go zero RB probably aren't that crafty, to be picking up the players a week or two before they're actually on the radar for like literally everybody. Yeah. And if you went zero RB and you missed on those RBs, you're probably hating your fantasy teams right now. Like if you went zero RB and like Aaron Jones was like one of your first RBs and like the only RB that you took high and you didn't get a B-Rob the Mob or a James Conner or some shit like that, like you are hating it. Would Peacock say Texans open as a 1.5 underdog at home against the Steelers? That's some respect right there.
Oh my God, Najee. Is Najee going to not be able to run on them?
It sucks, man. It sucks. Najee's fucking killing me. But this is it. This is like the last chance.
You know who kills me? Fucking Chris Collinsworth. You gotta like how they're double teaming up front and they're able to get this run going. I'm like, game is he watching?
The second half he
kept enforcing it over and over again. Like they're getting some run going. It's like, he's getting hit in the backfield every time. Like, what in the fuck was he talking about? That was insane to me.
There was like 3 plays in the game where I feel like Najee was untouched, like going like just when he finally going untouched until the line of scrimmage. Yeah, and then he put up an 8 or I think like multiple like 8-yarders or whatever.
Yeah, he had like 2 or 3 of those. Yeah,
for him to get 65 yards when he's like literally getting hit as soon as he touches the ball, like every single time, is pretty impressive.
Oh, they're double teaming up front. No, they're not.
Their line fucking sucks. And I wonder why. Like, is he Is someone feeding him that information? Is he like not even looking at the game for like 10 plays, and then he'll come back and look at one play, and then he'll like base his entire decision off of like watching like, you know, less than 10% of the plays?
And then I feel bad for Torino because he's hella old. Like he just like he'll be like, oh, the pitch and catch. I'm like, that was a handoff.
Yeah.
Like he kept calling, like he does this every Sunday too. I've noticed this because I'm like a nitpicking son bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that guy's hella old, bro. Like he's just losing it. And then Chris Collinsworth, he talks just for the. Remember last week he compared Darren Waller to LeBron James.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you have Darren Waller, it's like having LeBron James. No, it's not.
And he was like, and LeBron's always. And he's like, and LeBron's always going to take that game-winning shot. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you watching?
This guy's a tight end. He's not even a quarterback. Like, even like, you know, the comparison as like a point guard and QB, you're like, get the fuck out of here.
I was falling asleep during half of that first half, and I'm sure we were more entertaining than those fucking idiots out there.
Yeah, I was pretty loaded. That's why I stayed up hella late.
I was so many dabs yesterday because I wasn't really smoking flower yesterday. I smoked like 3 bowls and I smoked like 20 dabs. And like come 5-6 o'clock in the afternoon, done data.
I probably smoked like a half zip yesterday. Yeah, once I started popping those cubes, it was on.
And Marty said, I'm 3-0 in the guillotine league. Yeah, I mean,
you have to be.
Yeah,
you're in the guillotine right now. You and everybody else in it.
Well, you don't have to be because I'm assuming he's talking about his actual like team, like being 3-0 over there. Records don't matter. Don't matter. As long as you're not the lowest scoring, that is it. And Marty said my guillotine and 32-man teams are my best. Damn, I really need Joe Burrow to play and not play tonight because in the Green Bowl, he'd be fucked if Joe Burrow doesn't play.
Damn, you got lucky you're playing him that week, and this fucker wouldn't even trade. He wouldn't even take Jake Browning from me like a fucking idiot. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. Because of Najee like sucking, like I'm still set to lose. Like I need Puka to have like an insane.
Oh shit! I thought you were dominating right now, like by 40.
No, we were always close the entire time, and then he fucking had Devontae Adams and TJ Watt. So
okay,
you got a crazy amount of points on me last night. I only had Najee, and he didn't do shit.
I'll take Najee off you.
No. Marco said drop Zamir or Rodriguez for Rico Dowdle.
You know what's funny? I told everybody to pick a Rico and the kid from the Broncos just to speculate before the games. You know what was crazy about the Rico thing is that like I feel like Tony Pasta will die one day. And I'd be willing to hold on to Rico for that moment. You know what I mean? But also, like, I picked the Rico because I figured, like, they're going to be smacking the fuck out of the Cardinals, but it just didn't even happen like that.
Yeah. What up, Chaotic?
What up,
Joe in the house? What up?
What's up, Joe?
Devo said, I need Puka to put up over 65 receiving yards tonight to win 500 on a 6 pick on the prize pick. Nice.
That's cool.
Let's get it.
Yeah, the 6 pick on prize picks, they give you a free one too. They'll give you a free square. It'll be like,
you said it was a $20 bet to win 500. Nice. What were the other 4 that you, or the other 5 that you already hit?
I think going over 60 yards is not that difficult. I think you'll be all right here.
65, but yeah, same shit.
Oh, okay. Man, that's a little tougher.
Cat said Moose saved tonight with that TD for sure. He said play Jacobs and sack Kyren. We'll see what happens today. Yeah, it's rough. There's some disappointments yesterday for sure. Marty shouting out Bogey. What up?
What up, Marty? Top of the morning.
TS said A-Chain's game script was dependent on that game. He said it's Mostert's backfield.
But see,
I think it's going to be a nice split between both of them, right?
And how was it dependent on the game? They were smashing the whole time. Like I would have assumed, like before this game, that A-Chain would be like when you're in a losing effort, playing from behind, going hurry up offense, needing a pass catching, shifty running back when you got to go fast. They were just like fucking him up with everybody. You know what I mean? Like McDaniels just couldn't call a wrong play.
I think this is just Mike McDaniels reminding everybody, like, oh, you think that we can only throw, we can't run? All right, one of our 2 top options is gone. We're just gonna run it down your fucking throat better than anybody's ever done it.
I was reminding people yesterday when he was with the Niners, he was our secret weapon. He was labeled our run coordinator. He goes over, you know, first order of business.
Or he was like the OC.
No, not even the OC. This was
he never became. He was never the OC over there.
No, he was. He was the run coordinator. That like I didn't even know. Like, you know, I can imagine Shanahan had this title for somebody, right? But never heard of any other. You know, like you have a passing game coordinator. I've heard that before. I guess I've heard run coordinator.
I mean, we've heard offensive line, you know, coordinators.
I mean, yeah, well, they have coaches for every position, right? But like, yeah, he was the coordinator for those, for, you know what I mean, the running backs and the running back coaches. And it was, yeah. And then he goes over to Miami. It's like, listen, I'm a fucking genius. Yale grad, go get me Tyreek Hill. We're taking it to the sky. And then all offseason, late in the offseason, what are they trying to do? Trying to trade it for JT. Like, I still see JT, like, if he's going to get moved, it'd be them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, this is wild. Devo, good shit on his picks. Russell Wilson, 230.5 or more pass yards. He hit it. Brian Robinson, 55 or more on the rush yards. He hit 70. Ken Walker, 64 rush yards or more. He hit 81 and 2 times in the end zone for Ken Walker. He's balling. Bijan, 23.5 receiving yards. That almost seemed like a gimme. 27 yards, though. Barely got it. And then Roshan, 9.5 receiving yards. He got 11. Good shit, Devo. And now he needs Puka to have, 65.5. So let's just say 66 yards or more.
Let's get him 69 and call it and just get nice in there.
There you go. Good shit, Devo. That's nice. I would have been nervous about. I would have been hella nervous about that Roshan. Smashed it. Extra yard and a half on there.
Yeah, that one seemed like, it's funny too, because that one would have been like, seemed like for me, like the idiot gambler me, I would have started my parlay with that one. Like, oh, that's a gimme. Playing that one the whole time. Like, just catch one ball, you playing from behind the whole game. It's a fucking blowout.
That didn't make sense that he didn't have more than that. But man, I mean, Fields is right, isn't he?
Yeah, bad play calling, bad coaching.
Fucking play calling is horrible. Horrible.
What was the Justin Fields stat line? Because I almost started every QB in every start sit question over Justin Fields, even though
I'm pretty sure that I did say every.
Yeah,
maybe except for like Minshew. I might have even said Minshew over Fields, and that would have been wrong.
I said Fields over like a CJ Stroud. I said, and I was even wrong there.
11 for 22. 99 passing yards, 1 TD, 1 INT, and then only 47 on the ground.
Yeah, it's not any good.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah,
really bad.
You know, overreaction Monday. I'm not even overreacting. It's just, that's what I expected.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who thought that Fields was going to be a 4,000, passer, man. I mean, is this not the game that he should have been going crazy? Like out there, they are getting their asses whooped out there, and he could not get anything done. Their line is trash.
Even DJ Moore had the garbage time TD to save him. You know what I mean?
I know. Like, fuck, that was one of the things that saved me in the Green Bowl is he had DJ Moore. And I'm thinking about all the DJ Moores that I have and all the DJ Moores that we recommended. And, like, Chicago's ass. They're horrible.
Yeah, and what sucks for Justin Fields in reality is that this regime is going to be like, well, we tried our best to give him weapons. We put pieces around him. He sucks.
I mean, we brought you Chase Claypool, for Christ's sakes.
You know who this is? Who, Chase? No. That's Mapletron. What the fuck?
Oh, man. Dennis, he said, did we hear any news on Mike Williams? Man, why'd you bring
morning, Denny?
Why'd you bring this up, bro? I thought we were going to be saving, the bad news for FNT because they fear that it's a season-ending knee injury. Damn. And they being the Chargers.
Yeah.
He doesn't got the MRI yet, so I mean that's what they're officially like waiting for. But when they say they fear it's season-ending knee injury, like I mean these guys fucking know.
I should have put Dr. Bogey as my name today. Forgot it's Monday mornings.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about. I mean, we're bullshitting right now, and we're gonna be talking about some injuries and the old ins and outs here, as far as who are the studs and duds. And what was it? Who else started Keenan yesterday? He's a yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. If you watch this show, everybody should have been starting Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen Wayans.
Yeah.
He invented the living color, bro.
It's crazy that just literally just after like a whatever, week in week 1, people are like already panicking on him. And then like after week 2, he's literally like the top receiver, like top 2 or whatever, and like just insane. Why would anybody not play him against Minnesota? Like if you sat Keenan Allen,
you know what I like about Keenan Allen
around.
What I like about Keenan Allen, this is the maturation. Is that the word I'm looking for? The maturation of a relationship for a young QB who's not like necessarily young anymore, right? He's entering like his first year of like veteranship, right? 4 years.
This is his first year of manhood for Herbert.
Right. And Justin Herbert is definitely looking for Keenan Allen. And I love the system he's in now because like they're gonna throw a shit lot. You know what I mean?
They're hella locked on to Keenan right now.
They're locked on to Keenan, and they don't just relegate him to only outside or only the slot. Like it's a great percentage split for him in and out of the slot. So he's just all these high percentage targets. Then not to mention the red zone looks, third down looks, and with no Mike Williams. See, that's what sucks because like it's perfect for you can't when you have a Mike Williams and a Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert throwing the ball, like it's like one of the others. Pick your poison, right?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I worry about. Like Quentin Johnston, Palmer, they're going to really need to step up. And because Keenan Allen he definitely benefits from Mike Williams being out there as well. You know what I mean?
I'm going to sell Keenan out. I mean, not Keenan out. I'm going to sell Quentin Johnston if someone's going to overpay for him.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of him in Dynasty, and I don't give a fuck.
He fucking. I mean, man, like he's like Deontay Dropson's like cousin, like Quentin Dropson.
Yeah, Quentin Johnston, Quentin Dropson. A long line of the Dropstons from my cousin removed twice over. Dropson. This is Quentin Dropston.
Tino said McDaniels has to be the coolest coach. I mean, you know what's cool about
him? As fuck.
It's because he's a smart motherfucker, but he's got like hella swag, like as well. So like even if he's like a goofy nerd, he's still got like hella swag as well.
You know what's funny? And when you look at him back in the days, lined up, diamond earrings and shit, you know what I mean? And then he's half black and half white. And I feel like he realized, with his Ivy League smarts, he was like, I need to express more of the white side. Yeah. So he gets on there, he's like a surfer dude, kind of. Right? The way he talks.
It's funny though, when he was talking shit, I forget what it was. This is in the off season. But he was like, they asked him something, and he was like, It's like, let me do some math here. And it was like, let me see, was it more than 2 days ago or something? And he was like, let me see, what was this? It was more than 2 days ago. So yeah, it's just like has fun of like making fun of people and like,
remember
not talking shit way.
They got caught up because the trainers and the doctors, they try to say, oh, it was a back injury. They reported it as a back injury for Tua's first concussion. Remember that? And he's like, I'm not a doctor. When they were asking him, hey, you fucking curved the fuck out. He's like, listen, I'm not a doctor. Yeah, that guy is smart.
Dennis, he says, just returned from God's country. LOL, the mushrooms. He got like 2 mushroom chocolates. He said, or mushroom bar, like chocolate bars. And they said there was like 15 like squares like on the bar. He was like, yeah, I had like 13 of them.
Yeah, just keep going.
There you go.
It's funny because every league is gonna have some drama, especially like league where it's a long-standing members. And there was some banter going on in Steamboat's league, and I called one of my mans like, hey bro, relax, man. Like, he's over there he's getting hot. You know what I mean? Because when exchanges aren't about fantasy, motherfuckers start getting a little hot. I call him like, you good, bro? Yeah, I can't let these toxic people get to me. And I'm like, well, if I'm on the other side and I'm reading you tell him how he's toxic and he's not getting to you, that's getting to you, bro. You know what I mean?
For sure.
They're laughing at you if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of it is because the proclamations, if they get right about something they proclaimed, you're not going to hear the end of it. You know what I mean?
Right. And if you're wrong, you're not going to hear the end of it from the other side.
Yeah.
Right?
And then your team sucks starts becoming personal. Like it's a shot at you. Your team fucking sucks. It always goes left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you see it in the dynasties all the time. What was J Mac? J Mactown was going ham last night. I stopped reading.
Yeah, I was a
What was that all about? I didn't even want to like paragraph after paragraph. I'm like, oh, he's on one again. You know, every so often he pops his head out, starts complaining to everyone about something. Like
he's either complaining or he's either talking about how his team's so great. There's like
it's one or the other. No grace for that guy.
Motion Man said basically 0-3. I'm going to trade either Josh Jacobs or Ramondre Stevenson. Who should I trade? Jacobs has more name value, so I don't know. Maybe see if we can get more out of him.
Yeah, I would try to move Jacobs. I was trying to buy Jacobs the last couple of weeks. Now I don't even know like what the fuck is going on. Like,
yeah, nice. The Doe said had Herbert and Keenan. Got anyone who had that stack has to be feeling good on a Monday.
You know who doesn't feel good, bro? Whoever was stupid as fuck enough to proclaim Justin Fields and DJ Moore was the best stack to have in fantasy this year. Yeah. What a fucking idiot. I don't give a fuck if you're a lineman in Canadian football. Get the fuck out of here.
And what? Fields has like 100 yards rushing in like 3 games, like 100 yards rushing total in like 3 games. And that was his cheat code, right? Teams are on to it.
Yeah, man. What a cheat code that you had to pay up for. You know what I mean?
I know. I feel so bad about like the Justin Fields that I got last year, and then I got injuries, and I got him starting in the dynasty.
Yeah, I don't have any Justin Fields in dynasty, but I definitely have like a ton of them in best ball.
I got him in a couple random best balls.
Yeah, I got like 3 first of them.
If you were smart enough to draft like 4 QBs with Justin Fields, like that's the only way that he's like not hurting you in best ball.
I'll be damned. I'm gonna be damned if like the winning team this year has Joshua Dobbs, Puka, A-Chain, for like just things that I didn't have on my teams. You know what I mean?
Tina said, I know how you feel. I said, you get 1 loss against the Cards and the season's over.
Hey man, listen, man. Listen. They're gonna piss a lot of people off this year, bro. The Cardinals.
But you know what? The Cowboys are lucky though. The Dolphins shit on the Broncos so much that the Cowboys losing still isn't the main narrative of this week.
I mean, it's the main. It's like the second at least.
Well, for sure, it's number 2. Man. It's very high up there.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I mean, I'm pretty sure. This morning, Stephen A woke up and was like, "Oh, the Dolphins smashed them. Oh, incredible! Now let's get to the Cowboys."
And now, all right, question. See, okay, are the Cardinals not the Cleveland Indians in Major League? Like, even if they put this team together to like go out on the field and lose, they're still trying to win. The players.
It's like Major League meets replacements meets Little baseball. Giants meets baseball. Yeah, you know why they didn't psych the fuck out? They psyched out the Cowboys in there. Oh man,
Derek was shook like right off the bat. He's like, James Conner just got a 20-yard run. What's going on right now? This is just like in the first quarter. They got psyched out.
They stacked the box on him. He broke through, and on that one, they're like, oh.
And Tina said they used the formula. Run it where Micah isn't. I mean, no shit, because like
right, that's how you're gonna defuse the pass rush.
And you know what's crazy is last year Cowboys were bad against the run, right? They did nothing to really change anything as far as like improving, their run defense at all. I don't know why we thought that they were like just magically good against the run and weren't just in like really good matchups for them the first couple weeks.
This is the difference between Gus Bradley and like Dan Quinn, because Dan Quinn comes from that Gus Bradley like coaching family tree, right? You know what I mean? The cover 3, single high safety, you know what I mean? Zone, a lot of zone on defense. And the way you kill those defenses is you run on them or you eat the zone up underneath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With tight ends, but you got to risk going over that middle. You know what I mean? Because you got to have a thumper. That's what they don't have, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't have a Cam Chancellor in that defense. They don't have, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess Donovan comes back. Donovan, I mean, he was actually out there last time. I was, oh shit, he's alive.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help as he starts to get like, back into football shape or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, like they didn't dress up front. Everything's homegrown, which I do respect. But
the linebackers are whack.
Yeah, Leighton Vander Esch still keeps saying their guy. That sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
No digs. Everything.
digs.
Morale is down.
Getting real bland back there.
It's like, come on. Now we got this bland motherfucker over here.
And like,
my man Diggs.
Remember, when people were, that's why we liked Hollywood Brown yesterday. No digs. He's kind of a mismatch for a Gilmore. Gilmore is more so a guy that's gonna like jam you at the line, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Devo said, is London worth holding on to, that mofo? I mean, good luck trading him. I mean, he's well, I don't even think we're talking about dynasty. He's probably talking about redraft.
Yeah. I don't want him.
No one's gonna trade you in redraft for him. I mean, and not give you anything you want. How about that? You probably trade him. It just depends on what you trade him for. Peacock said, I need Mike Evans to have at least 2. And I need Puka to catch 20 balls and start to have a shot just in one of these leagues.
Okay, so he needs a good old fashioned Monday Night Miracle.
Yeah. And what said is CJ Stroud the truth? I think that remains to be seen, but the scheme that they're running where they just get rid of the ball quick, it's worked for them. It's crazy because like they're actually winning a game and he threw it only like 30 times. They actually had a good game script for them like winning. Mm-hmm. They actually like they didn't just stick to the exact same plan that they had the entire time when they were getting the shit beat out of them those other games.
What's that called? I had them splitting in their division, right? So here's one that they split with the Jags.
Yeah.
Because what was their under over?
4.5.
Yeah. I was getting.
I'm pretty sure I took the. I think I have it. I took the bet on it. It's only a couple bucks, but yeah, pretty sure that it was 4.5. And they just whooped on the Jags.
What's
the
going
team
on?
Was out there playing tough. They punched him in the mouth, and they weren't ready for it.
I mean, I guess it's the same thing too. Like with the Cowboys, but here, how about this? Cowboys, that was a trap game for sure, right? Or had the potential. Like I don't know. I didn't feel like that with the Jags going in there, man. That's what's crazy. Is like the Jags are a secret bad right now. I don't think it's a secret.
No, it's not, and it's their line. Like that's the thing that's like really fucked up out of everything is their O line. And it's crazy because like the O-line woes don't matter when it comes to running the ball against the Texans because ETN still went 19 for 88 on the ground. So that's what gives me that's what still gives me hope with Najee. And this is it. This is the last, like we're playing hangman right now. And it's like if each one was like, we got each one of those like first one's wrong.
You want to know the GOAT word?
This is it.
You want to know the GOAT word?
What?
It doesn't get them every time, but because you only have the head, the body, 2 legs, 2 arms. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chances to get it right. It's a 2-letter word.
Yeah,
2-letter word.
I mean, there's so many 2-letter words.
Yeah, go ahead. Guess.
Oh, would that be in there?
Huh?
Well, because you don't guess the word, right? You guess the
letter. Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, oh, is it?
Oh, no. So the boom, you guys ahead. You got a dome piece now.
A.
Ooh, there's an A.
S.
No S. Boom, you have a body.
T.
No, you got an arm.
Oh man. G.
That's not a word, but you get another arm.
Is there an element? Is there some like word?
That's an element on the elemental chart.
I thought I was I thought I was being tricked here.
You got 2 more chances. You got 2 legs left.
Why?
Nope.
Oh man. Bogey always says A. Man. X.
See, there it is. See, some people forget the X. You saved it, right? The last leg. Some people, they just forget that X is a word, bro. I've been getting people with that for the longest time. Especially when you have a group, because all these motherfuckers start yelling out letters and shit like, ha, you're dead now. It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Then when you argue me, they're like, there's an E on X. I was like, what? Where? I had a legit argument in the studio one time. But like, X is spelled A-X-E, bro. I'm like, who? A name? Someone's like, Axie? I don't know.
Axel?
Right? You're missing a letter.
Maybe that's what they're thinking of.
I don't know.
Hey, well, there you go.
Look at that. Yeah.
I will not go into the darkness.
Yeah, I know. I know that's one of the many reasons I rock with you, man. You didn't pass the test.
We're not these scrubs out here who die at Hangman.
You would have got it if you didn't start thinking clear. Stop thinking clear. For I was like, gee, hey, why? The hint wasn't things that Bogey say. And the key is to not give them a hint too, because you give them a hint, they just get it.
Yeah. J Mac, what up? Crispy, what up?
What up, J Mac? What up, Dad?
Marty said, will it be all A-Chain's backfield next year?
No.
I mean, come on, man. Like, I mean, this is
backfield.
This is the 49ers. This is the 49ers backfield. I think they got it literally. If they don't have someone like JT or someone who like demands the full workload, isn't it just going to be, a committee number?
Watch when JWJ gets back. It's going to be 3 guys that could all do similar things. But like when you know what's crazy about A-Chains? They started deploying them after they were whooping some absolute ass.
Save Mostert, like why, right? Like, I mean, this dude dies a lot.
And then they're like, Mostert, like, let me get back in there and punch another one in, bro. I didn't surf on that first one.
Like, man, this kid is doing he's doing a little too much, man. The holes out here are just way too easy to hit. Let me get back in there.
And like everyone runs on the Broncos so far, except for Josh Jacobs and the Raiders, because week 1 they just didn't run at all.
Yeah.
So at 2 out of 3 weeks, everybody's running all over the Broncos.
And Killer said, y'all see Mike Williams' season might be over. Yeah, we mentioned it a little earlier. Hopefully we get the MRI official news before FNT today.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because he was getting some PPR love too. They were throwing so much that everybody was PPR'd up between the two of him and Keenan Allen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, both had over 100.
Yeah.
The dose said, I know a lot of idiots that got that stack. Ben said Fields won't work in Chicago.
Let's go.
I was on to him as far as like when we were getting him at a value, and then when all these crazy redraft fucks started coming out and like upping the price on Fields and DJ Moore, it kind of just changed everything.
Or the dynasty people that were like, because here's the thing is like everyone that didn't experience Mike Vick, you know what I'm saying? Especially in recent history, they might have experienced the Cam Newton, or they might have experienced like Lamar Jackson, like all the new boots, right? The new booties that have only been playing fantasies for X amount of years. All right, they're just chasing this next mobile QB. I mean, last year everyone was championing Fields, and you got him at a value. He ran for 1,000. He wouldn't pass and worth the shit. But then they're gonna pull him all the way up this year, and then the smart people, the wannabe sharps, think, oh, Anthony Richardson's that guy this year. You know what I mean?
Everybody forgot the Eagles team was good enough to go to the Super Bowl. They had like one of the best lines in football.
Jalen Hurts, exactly. Another one of them.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, because you're saying they want to find the next Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts just hit out of nowhere. And like Anthony Richardson, their team's not good enough to go to the Super Bowl, whether he's a fucking phenom or not. Same thing with Fields. Both their lines fucking suck. Neither one of them have a Devonta Smith plus an AJ Brown plus a Goddard. Like none of them have that shit.
And it's a completely different situation too when you're a high-end QB getting drafted by a shit team. Like, the Eagles had Carson Wentz and picked up Jalen Hurts in the 2nd round, and they made the switch quick. You know what I mean? They were like, yeah, fuck this guy, Carson Wentz, in the contract. And they moved on from him for like a 3rd round, and people was like, damn, that's low. Or it was like a 2nd round that had a compensatory first or something like that.
Yeah, and of course, I don't think they got the 1st, right? I mean, I don't think they.
Oh, it was the 3rd with that could be. It was a conditional 2nd that turned into a 3rd, I think, because he didn't play the right. He didn't play 75% or something like that.
Right.
I forget what it was, but yeah.
Tino said the show lied to me. You guys said the Cards are tanking. That was their Super Bowl, man.
I mean, one thing I did say all week was that I said this against the Giants when Cards played the Giants was this head coach, he was the defensive coordinator for the Eagles that we were just talking about. He was their coordinator for hella years. So he just knows all the personnel in the NFC East, you know what I mean? And he's just going on a little tour right now. And they finally landed one with the Cowboys. I swear it was like with the Giants, they were like, okay, don't win. At one point, it's 21-0. They're like, all right, stop scoring now.
Yuck said y'all sleeping on Mozzie Smith. Are the Cowboys sleeping on Mozzie Smith? Let's go see how many fucking snaps he's even running right now. Because I barely know him playing. No, they're
I don't even know who he is.
The defensive tackle that they took like 2nd round or whatever.
I mean,
hey, he's been playing a whopping 20% of snaps. So he's a rookie, guys. Like he's a rookie.
20%. And it's like, see, that's the thing too. There's not a path for him to be an automatic starter like some of these rookie linebackers, you know what I mean?
And this is just a big rotation because even the ends who play the most, they're only playing like 55% of snaps. He's just a part. He's a part of a 4-man interior D line rotation right now.
And like it just even look at edge rushers. If you're just a pure D end and you're not an outside linebacker for real, like you're not on the field 100%.
Micah Parsons is the only one who's considered a D end on their team. You know, who's like playing 90% of snaps. The highest besides that is DeMarcus Lawrence at 67%, and they're deploying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just take Micah Parsons out of
5 crawfish dinners.
5 guys who are in a rotation at defensive end right now, and that's taking Micah Parsons out of it. Big rotation over there. You know why? Because nobody's really that good over there. Micah Parsons is the only one.
Yeah, you got to keep a rotation. If you don't have a phenomenal pass rusher that deserves to be out there, you know, the majority of the snaps, you need a rotation of fresh guys. Pause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I think, you know, Dan Quinn over the years, like, you know, when I just say with Seattle, because even when he got to Atlanta, you never really had the crazy depth at pass rusher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's kind of.
And Zukru said that he's been following Mozzie at Michigan. Yeah, and he said he'll be good in a few years. Yeah, I mean, I'm
he's a Jim Harbaugh guy.
Yeah, I'm just talking as a rookie, and like and Yuck said he's putting up what's it called, D-Law numbers. Yeah, because he's got 2 tackles and a QB hit in week 1. He had 0 stats in week 2.
This guy's
and then you had 1 assisted tackle in week 3. I know, like, Lawrence sucks, you know, but like I'm just saying, like, if you want Mozzie to
I like that dude strong arm they got, Armstrong.
Yeah,
he'd be strong arming.
I mean, he's the dude who's playing. He's playing 36% of snaps.
Only.
Yeah, nobody on their line plays like.
I mean, they do keep everybody fresh as daisies, though. You know what I mean? And you know what else sucks too is like, man, they're
he said Odie. Okay, well, yeah, I mean that's the guy who's playing the most snaps like out of everybody.
Oh yeah, the African dude.
Yeah,
he's kind of killing it. I ain't gonna lie. They call his name a lot. You know what I mean?
I mean, they did week 1. Let's see how polarizing it just is.
Yeah, from week 1. I mean, everybody got a sack.
Yeah. 25, 13, and then 5. Those are his points over the last 3 weeks. So trending in the wrong direction. But yeah, I mean, he's the reason why Mozzie won't get more snaps. They need an injury for him to pop up more. Damn, what the hell? One Nation said, y'all hear Crazy Bone is in critical condition.
What happened?
He said he's got a leaking artery in his lung.
Oh,
and
you know,
can't stop the bleeding.
So, man, this is sad because like one of the interviews I saw with them going back to like 2020, they were like, oh, you know, they're talking about how like they're kind of like the weed song legends, and and he said, man, I don't even smoke anymore. And they're like, what? They're like flabbergasted. He said, no, I still fuck with edibles. He's like, I can't smoke anymore. He said he has like some kind of lung condition, like, and like his organs like they failed before, like, you know what I mean? Like he's like went through like some whole ordeal. So like this could be like related, man, because he's not had the best quality of life, like living, you know what I mean, because of whatever medical condition he's been going through. You know what I mean?
And I wonder. How, like, like we're talking. I know that like you smoke a lot of blunts, and we, you know, Derek and Stevie B, like they smoke a lot of blunts. You know, like I mean, you know, we're regular folks who may smoke a lot of weed and a lot of blunts.
Listen,
but a guy like Crazy, folks. But that's what I'm saying. But a guy like Crazy Bone, who's maybe smoking hundreds of blunts a day, you know, like type thing. You think? I mean, this is tobacco having, you know, some stronghold on his lungs.
He has an autoimmune deficiency. It has nothing to do with anything.
Okay,
and it affected his respiratory system bad, so he stopped smoking altogether at one point. But that's how savage he was. He was smoking
while he had the shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks, man.
Damn, that's crazy. A leaking artery, B. That's where the blood goes through. So that blood's not stopping. You know what I mean? Until you die.
Fuck, man.
I mean, that's what. I mean, when you get hit in the artery. That, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you know, people go, oh, you can shoot him in the leg, bro. Take one to the leg. But you better make sure you don't get hit in the artery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, literally, it's just
that's
like
what happened to man, the safety, bro. Legend. Sean.
Man.
Help me out. Redskins legend. Oh, I'm going crazy right now.
Yeah. That's what's crazy because there's like so many times where we're watching movies or whatever, and they're talking about where the gunshot wound happened. They're like, yeah, if the gunshot wound was like just a quarter inch to the right, you'd have been done.
Yeah, or you'd been
like literally like hitting arteries, like just like that, right?
Yeah, I mean,
damn, that sucks.
Yeah, that's. I mean, and he didn't get
Marty
shot
and
or
Joe
anything.
shouting out Sean Taylor right now.
There you go, Sean Taylor. Yeah, that's what happened to him. He got popped. See, thank you. It was killing me. I was like, what the fuck is his name? Legend. Yeah, he got popped, bro, in the leg, and then fucking it couldn't stop. They couldn't stop the bleeding. They were literally like putting blood in him. You know what I mean? Because to try to sustain him, you know what I mean? He was gone.
Yeah, man, that sucks. That sucks. And RIP to Sean Taylor. And what said drop Cowboys for a streamer. I mean, every defense is a streamer, and we're just gonna say that.
Yeah, if you have the Cowboys, you went up to get them, you hold them. If you're gonna trade, why don't you throw it in a trade package or something, like then stream the rest of the way like real champions do.
Because they got the Patriots this week. I mean, that's gonna be a good. That's a good.
Yeah, it's a bad line. Gets them in. They're in the bounce back spot here. They're gonna go out there and whoop their ass. You would assume.
Yeah. And Tino said mobile QBs work, not a new thing. Warren Moon was a mobile QB. The issue is mobile QB gets hurt. Yeah. And the modern NFL QB paid way too much for the owner to take a risk. Well, yeah, and like Warren Moon's been around for a long time, but let's not act like this wasn't a conscious decision to not have a black quarterback in the NFL. Like, I mean, there's multiple owners who came out and said that African-American quarterbacks are not as smart as Caucasian quarterbacks. Like, we've heard these statements said, and
I've had debates with people, like and just white people on this one, where I was like, well, white people, they avoid the slavery analogy. They, you know what I mean? They avoid the obvious owner, players, right? White guy calling, controlling the black group on the field, the QB, right?
Yeah.
It's something psychological that you want to put on TV and show, like, I mean, it's there's something to it, but like also what's funny is like it's really all about the mighty dollar, right? And in the past 5-7 years now, having black faces, colored faces as a forefront helps your bottom line. Look at 5 years ago, Dion wouldn't be able to just go out from a BCU and go to the a Pac-12 or a Big Ten or whatever and just kind of like throw his weight around. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even someone like Prime, having a name value as he is, he couldn't just get a coaching job. He had to like work from the bottom ranks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Places that people the long road, and this is Prime.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, he was doing. I mean, was it 9 years ago? We're watching his reality show where he's coaching fucking a charter school football team.
Yeah.
So charter high school football team.
Yeah, just to get some, just to put some on his resume, right?
Yeah.
Because I swear to God, Prime is like maybe 3 years away, and he's in prime time's in the league now. he's gonna be an NFL coach sooner than later, bro. He'll be listen, watch this.
He could get more. More.
Wouldn't you want Prime to be the Cowboys coach?
He could get paid more being a college coach, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's like getting to the big leagues, though. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like, if you're Prime,
it depends, though, because I mean,
imagine if he wins a national in the college one day, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure he would want to take a shot in the NFL and be one of the few coaches like Pete Carroll, or I can't even name any other ones that have a national to their name as a coach and a Super Bowl title. You know what I mean? I mean, Saban didn't translate in the league like that. Got him to the playoffs a couple times, but never no Super Bowl and Super Bowl win. You know
what I mean? You know why certain college coaches will probably never translate to the NFL? You don't get to do
big fish in a small pond.
Well, you don't get to do recruiting like you can in college. I mean, you can poach anybody around the country if you're that dope, right? I mean, how many people are going to want to go in the portal to like somehow get a chance to go to Colorado next year? Like, it's going to be open season for Dion.
I guess it's just like also being like, there's a lot of kids that play in the NFL that grew up, they're a Cowboy fan, right?
Yeah.
Even if they weren't a Cowboy fan, it's something about having that star on your helmet, right? The star power to it, America's team, right? Like that, there's a draw there in itself, right? Yeah, wherever Dion will go, I feel like it will be a draw. You know what I'm saying? Like veteran, he could be able to talk to players, be like, hey, come over here and play for me, for this much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the best way he would be able to recruit. You know what I mean?
When he gets to go, I mean, I forget who was. I might have been Pat McAfee. He's like, can you imagine Dion going to your house talking to moms and pops about
Dad's hella fanboying out, huh? They're like, well, Mr. Dion, big fan. yeah, calm down, Dad. We're here about the son.
But because that's who you have to sell for college, right? Because I mean, except the portal, that's different. But the high school kids, you got to sell the mom and the dad. I'm sure any kid would be sold right now on going to Colorado. Any kid, like they're just.
Dion, I love your car. You like that Corvette? That's yours, man. It's a gift.
And Dion said it. He put it out on Twitter. He was like, we just got our asses whooped. He was like, but we're not straying from the plan. This don't change nothing.
This is actually part of his plan. It's like, show them we could fare well against name brand recognition teams, good teams, NFL offenses, right? Like they played an NFL style offense, right? Actually, I don't know if Oregon runs an NFL style under center per se, but defense for sure had NFL caliber talent, right?
Yeah. Who you talking about? Oregon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oregon's got like legit pass rushers that are like going to be drafted in the NFL like this year. And Marty said, damn, Marty, you didn't play A-Chain in the 32 team league? Damn, your team must be like stacked to where you didn't put him in.
I mean, I've been playing Quentin Johnston.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like I put fucking Nelson Aguilar in my fucking shit this week. It's bad. It's bad. And Peacock said Kelsey had 69 yards, I believe.
69.
Come on, bro. He set it up for his chick, man. He set it up for Taylor. when he has the 69 yards, he just points at it and then points to her. Got you. This is fucking funny. Yuck. He said, my 77-year-old would cream herself if Prime came to her house on a recruiting visit. His mom, he said.
It's funny because remember, I've always said this story, but like growing up in the East Side where I'm from, we're not far from a country club. That's where Steve Young and like a bunch of other players were living. Mm-hmm. And he would have to come down to the Albertsons and or Lucky's right there because they switched it back and forth. But anyways, and I see him there all the time, bro. On like a handful of occasions, and I acknowledged him every time, and he acknowledged me. He would shake my hand every time, and my mom every time. Oh, he's so handsome. Get off his jock, mom. Oh my God, Steve Young. Oh man, we love you so much.
Mom. Stranger said, I'm sick to death of Taylor Swift in football. Said until she puts up some good stats, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, if Kelsey doesn't have these big games, I'm going to blame her. I blame her for the mustache already.
I don't think that he's been with her. I mean, who knows how long.
I've been keeping it on the low. They're two busy people, right?
Yeah, that's true.
She's going on world tours. He's on the off season and in season, and you know what I mean?
That's true. Kelsey said when he's not feeling the mustache, he'll get rid of it. Because there's been a lot of questions on their podcast, like, asking about the mustache. Is it going to stay? Is there a certain time when it's going to come off? Like, if you don't do good, is it going to come off and all this?
Remember rookie year, Justin Herbert? What happened to him at one point?
Cut his hair.
Fucking cut his hair.
Yeah.
This mustache it's not working for him. It's tainting the whole thing. And when I think it's cryptic what he's saying.
Was that not a good game? He had a good game.
It was decent. It was 69 yards, 7 catches, a touchdown. Come on, man. Where's the 100? Where's the 120? Where's 120 and 2 and 10 receptions? How about this? Listen, when he said, if I'm not feeling it anymore, I'll get rid of it. That was cryptic right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about, listen, if you see me without this mustache, that means I gave her the boot too. She's the one, I like the mustache. She probably drew it on him first. Yeah, ooh.
Stranger said it. I've only seen Travis Kelce's mustache in 3 places: Real Cops, 70s porn, and Super Troopers.
Right? I like that everyone started bringing back the 70s like big push broom mustaches though.
Yeah,
they came back in the last couple of years.
Those damn push brooms.
With some big sideburns going.
Chaotic said it's total publicity stunt. And she said over before it started, the porn stash. So you talking about their relationship?
All over the porn stash. And like, I mean, good for Kelsey. You know what I mean? The motherfucker had to go on a goddamn dating show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're not really love football.
I don't even think he was even that good when he did the dating when they had the dating show. I don't think he was like legit.
No, I think he was just like a studly young dude. You know what I mean? Pause.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I'm a heterosexual man. I can tell. I'm perfectly comfortable with my own sexuality to tell you when another man's a good looking dude. You know what I mean?
See, 2016, he wasn't even like he hadn't even broken out really in the NFL like that. 2017 was, I feel like, the real coming out party. Pause. And then and then Mahomes. The rest is history after that.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Smith too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get Alex Smith. Alex Smith's the one that kind of brought him on because what does Alex Smith like to do? Go short. You know, just highlighted Travis Kelce that 2016 year and in 2017. I had him everywhere.
Yuck said he's given Swift some mustache rides. Okay. Antonio said Swift's next song should be "You Should Have Kept the Stash." Right. What up, Matt? What's going down, bro? Yeah.
Travis Kelce doesn't know that Taylor Swift's a Sagittarius, but all her songs are written from life experiences. You know what I mean? Like she'll dump him or he'll leave her, and then she'll come out with an album about it.
Niner MMA said, "I'm happy for both of them. Oh my God, so cute."
You know, I'm kind of upset about it. I ain't gonna lie. He deserves better than Travis Kelce. Our Travis Kelce deserves way better than that.
Yeah, Taylor Swift is just like a stick figure, just like Bogey said last night. She's like, she's like.
She reminds me a lot of like when you look at the women's restroom, the sign on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real stick figure-ish.
Yeah, real sticky.
all
snooze. It's not even schnoz.
Super Saiyan said 69 on the field.
69, dude.
69 off the field.
69, dude.
He said it's insane, bro. He said he's winning life right now.
Taylor Swift has no ass.
No.
Like it goes back and then top of the thighs, right? Like if she was to sit on a chair, she'd probably just fall right off, right? Like this is I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, I mean, she just has like no figure at all, really.
She looks like God got lazy when he was drawing her. He was like, he was God was playing Hangman.
It's like we'll make up for it here, though. We'll give her a good voice,
right? You know what's crazy is when you see like a little bitch like Christina Aguilera, and she has this monster voice because it like defies the odds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people with a big diaphragm naturally could blow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it always amazes me when there's a little fucker and she could like blow like a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Taylor Swift don't got that.
Matt said
Taylor Swift's a very, very like monotone. Like she has very limited range.
Yeah. And Matt said, this is a wild question. He said, I know you could care less about kickers, but would you drop McPherson for mayor? I'd drop any kicker for any player that you're trying to pick up just to, save the roster spot.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about kickers. I'm playing a kicker that on a Monday night or something. That's what I'm doing. So I like that you have. But if you want to get mayor, it's what team you think's gonna get you in scoring positions. That's not a bad pivot. Like I think I'd pivot to the Rams kicker. Why not?
Yeah.
I think the Rams can win this game. I think they're scoring more. I think I'd want that kicker over McPherson. Money May.
Stranger said Kelsey definitely doesn't have the best stash in football. That would go to Brad Robbins. Yes, he's a punter, right? Punter. So I think that's why he just that's why no one's gonna know who the hell he is or see that.
I always think it's weird. Like,
yeah, Crispy said maybe she likes tight ends. Hey yo,
you was waiting for that one, huh? That was good. Give him a dig too. That was good.
Oh man, see, Crispy just got it, man. He's got it.
I mean, listen, she does look like she got a tight end. I ain't gonna lie. No end, but still tight.
Tino said, "Homie went after a top pop star live and ended up Kelsey nice stash."
I mean, it's just like Rodman, right? When Rodman, Rodman was tight though, because Rodman was doing like Blow and fucking Carmen Electra. what other high profile athletes and with some high profile, like I guess there was Reggie Bush before Kim Kardashian was like,
yeah.
Super.
I mean, I know, I know Tommy wasn't like super popular, but he was, really. I mean, it just wasn't. He would have been way more popular if social media was around, obviously. But Pam, super high profile, right? I mean, they were really high profile.
Yeah, I was speaking to like athletes. I mean, because that's not uncommon. Have be some kind of celebrity, right? Pull another celebrity. You would imagine like, oh, you understand me. You know what I mean? Fame.
And Stranger said, "I'm less hating on Kelsey and more hating on his mustache. I've been hating on mustaches like that since 1983. At least you're consistent."
Remember Al Pacino? He's like, Donnie, get rid of the mustache. You look like a cop. He was like, oh shit, I do.
Peacock said Rodman was with Madonna also.
That's right. There it is. Madonna.
Yeah, Rodman is just, he's a man.
And I heard Tupac was piping Madonna too.
I mean, I'm sure the list goes on. The list goes on and on.
Snoop tells a story that when Tupac was like, this is even like life before death row. You know what I mean? Like he was already rocking with Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Like early 90s. And he said Snoop had a crib, like a stabbing cabin. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, let me borrow the hat. Let me borrow the hut real quick. And he said, yeah, it's all good because I'm over here. And he said, my driver's about to bring my female friend there. You know what I mean? And he said, keep it on the low. You know what I mean? And then she went, and then in walks in Madonna, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, shit. Okay. Of course, Tupac was taking down Madonna. I think Madonna was actually getting around, huh? When she sat on the black chair, she was like, okay, now we're playing musical chairs. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, she didn't say, she didn't make up that Like a Virgin song, because she was a virgin. She made that Like a Virgin because just what they said in Reservoir Dogs, right? It's when she met Dennis Rodman or, some big motherfucker like that.
Somebody started laying that big old mandingo on her, bro. Started laying that mandingo pipe on her, changed her life. You know what I mean? Like a virgin.
Man,
that's for because she wasn't no virgin. It was like a virgin.
Yeah,
because you know what I mean. She got that mandingo in her cot for the first time. It was like being fucked for the first time. What? You know what I mean?
Touch for the very first time.
Like a virgin. Make my heart beat.
Yuck said, pretty sure Carrie Underwood was taking keys to Tony Romo's 4-wheel drive.
Hey, I used to jock Carrie Underwood when I was younger. And then I just thought she was really fucking annoying when she would do that hop. She would hop and then open the doors. You gotta do it every time. Like you're gonna eat your ankle one of those days doing that hop with the fucking 6-inch shields on. Feel bad for her one time. I saw her in an interview. Like everybody was always roasting her and shit. Then I saw this interview. She was like, yeah, she was like, life's so hard. And then you're like, boo-hoo, bitch, rich. And she's like, yeah, me and my husband, we've been trying to have a baby for like 10 years and we just can't. And I'm like, oh, that's so sad. Like then I'm like, I just hug my kids. I'm so grateful. So because it's difficult, you know what I mean? When you get to like, imagine that you have your whole career first because that's important to her. I'm gonna have my career, then you want to have this family, and you just run into these things, whatever issues it may be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why in vitro is so popping, bro. But then even then you gotta have some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Design your own child these days. Have you ever went down an in vitro rabbit hole?
No.
That shit's crazy, bro. Motherfuckers that design the color of eyes and shit. You gotta have real Lucci. You know what I mean? You just, make sure you just take out certain chromosomes to make, certain things you want to happen. Science.
Wild. And Matt said, holy moly, Josh Dobbs is 28. Yeah, it's funny because he really came out of nowhere like last year after he got signed from the Browns practice squad to the Titans practice squad.
And I want to say, wasn't he like behind Cam Newton for the longest? Like, or I might be mistaken. I know it was like him, Will Greer, Heineke. I think Josh Dobbs was in that mix. I might be mistaking him, but he's been around for a while as a backup. I think he was like doing insurance or something when he got the call last year, right? He was on a practice squad doing insurance on the side.
Played on the Steelers from 17 to 19.
Okay.
Jacksonville in 19. Back to the Steelers for 20 and 21.
The Browns somewhere
Browns,
there.
The Lions, the Titans, all last year.
Yeah, he got in there with the Lions too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
crazy. And he was on like the Browns practice. No, was he on? No, they traded for him. They traded for him.
He was on the Browns. He was on the Browns practice squad. Then they elevate him to be the 3, right?
Yeah.
To compete with DTR. And then he wins the second job, right? The QB2 spot. And what's funny about that is because it's almost like they labeled him that to help the trade value because they were already going to move him or something like that, right? Because that same day they announced it, they moved him to the Cards. And then there was a correlation there. The OC for the Cards was like the QB coach, or he was part of that staff with the Browns when he was there. You know what I mean? So
and he's the 2016 Music City Bowl MVP as well.
Okay, that's okay. Tennessee, the Tennessee Bowl.
Very prestigious. Very prestigious.
Okay.
Oh man. And let's see. And Maddie said something's off about that dude. I just can't put my finger on it. I mean, he's got a weird looking head.
Yeah, he's like bad bone structure, maybe.
Yeah.
He's just an ugly dude, bro. It's not a good looking dude.
All right. I think it's time.
It's time.
It's time. Yeah, we've been beating around the bush for a while. Let's get to the injuries. Let me mark this down, and we'll do a whole what up at the beginning of all of them. So everybody's going to be like you're going into parallel universes right now. Get ready. We start off with the injuries, and then we're going to go the studs and duds from every single position. All right.
Yeah. That's a good warm-up.
Yeah. And here we go. Let's get into the injuries.
And we're coming in hot.
What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
It is I, Harvard grad, Dr. Bogey.
We're getting into the injuries for week 3. It's an ugly week, but I feel like a lot better than the first 2 weeks. I mean, we had a lot of bad stuff going down. Shout out to everyone who's in the chat. If you want us to cover a specific team earlier than the others, go ahead and give it to us. We're really just covering guys who got hurt in these games in week 3.
Oh, and my God. We need this. I have to say this out loud. Give it to me. That funky stuff. We need that.
We will get it. We will get it. Okay, let's start with the Arizona Cardinals, the team that just completely shocked the world by whooping on the Dallas Cowboys in week 3. Chris Barnes and Zaven Collins both left the game. Barnes, hand injury. Zaven Collins, eye injury. I think there was a Captain Insano. Eye poke out there or something.
It was on a pass rush.
Okay.
He broke through, and then all of a sudden he was down. Right in the eye.
Captain Insano shows no mercy. And Tino said, boo.
Hey, we have to cover the facts here, okay? We're just reporters and doctors. Hello, Harvard grad.
Oh, man. This one sucks for all you IDP freaks out there who might have been on the Troy Anderson train. He was carted off the field. Arm injury, though, who makes it a little weird that he was carted off the field for an arm injury. But maybe it's just faster for him to get to the locker room that way.
Hopefully it's not anything broken that requires surgery. Like, something fractured would be, that's a couple weeks. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe maybe it's a bone bruise. Like, I'm just thinking like the best case scenario because we like white boy Troy. He just from the concussion to now this arm injury, it's like, come on, we're poised for a breakout. Come on, don't just tease us week 1.
And for those who don't know how Dr. Bogey gets down, you want to explain on the chart about Troy Anderson's arm?
See, all right. Well, see, Troy Anderson's a linebacker, right? You need your whole entire body to be a linebacker. See what I'm saying? His injuries in the arm. See, this right here is an arm. We have two of them. See that? Two of them, right? I swear to God, you ain't never seen a linebacker out there just one arm. Did have you?
Nope.
No.
Never.
They don't teach you that anywhere else but Harvard, bro. I'm just saying, I'm giving y'all the game for free, bro. You're welcome.
For the Ravens, Gus Edwards, evaluated for a concussion. Rashad Bateman pulls the hammy, or at least tightened. The hammy tightened up on him. And then David Ajado, he left as well, ankle injury. So they had a couple.
They're really excited about him. That's their pass rusher, right, from last year.
Linebacker, but yeah, I mean,
linebacker. Yes,
pass rushing linebacker. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, outside linebacker. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh man, this one really sucked. Well, actually, 3 of them here for the Carolina Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, so he got El Concusto.
Poor kid.
Xavier Woods, he got ruled out. That's their old man safety. Him and Von Bell.
Give me straight, dog. Give me to me straight with Frankie.
Our man Frankie Louvu. They say it's a hip injury.
Okay. Well, the hip bone is connected to the thigh bone. You know what I mean? This isn't just a song. This is facts.
Oh, man. Okay. Now, it's wild for the Bears because they had a couple people who left during the game. Josh Blackwell, Jalen Johnson, Tyreek Stevenson. I'm sure most of you guys don't even know who they are. Bogey might not even know who these guys are. Do you know
I don't know who any of those guys are.
Okay. Can you take a guess on what position they play?
Give me their names again.
Josh Blackwell, Jalen Johnson, Tyreek Stevenson.
Blackwell seems like that's the name for a DT.
Nope.
Offensive line. They're all offensive lineman names to me.
No, well, I mean, I guess they sound like that, but they are all cornerbacks. Like
wow,
every single.
And that's why I don't know who they are, because after Jalen Johnson and fucking and like Kyler Gordon, I don't know any of their secondary, any of their corners. You know what I mean?
So it's just raining over there in Chicago, and man, they cannot keep their DBs healthy to save their lives right now.
Play all your receivers against them.
And all your tight ends for sure.
Yep.
And all your running backs and all your quarterbacks and it's everything.
Play your defense against them.
And what up, Angelo? Angelo on Twitch. Should I be selling high on Keenan Allen? I don't think so. I think you hold and you ride this wave.
What's selling high? Like CD Lamb plus? Yeah. Would you throw another piece on top of Keenan and try to get Jefferson? I mean, I just, you're probably just okay having a top 3 receiver right now in fantasy. You're probably just okay.
Yeah, just hold, man. Just hold. Sometimes you don't have to make a move on these guys. Just ride the wave. And for the Denver Broncos, Josie Jewell. He left Sunday's game, suffered a groin injury.
In my opinion, that sucked.
Okay, you know who it is now? Mm-hmm. I mean, is he an inside line? Oh no, he's an outside linebacker. Drew Sanders. Never mind. It's just gonna be a lot more Singleton and probably who else they got there? Is it Benito? No, Benito's an outside linebacker too. Okay, you're right. I digress.
So they have. So I'm double checking on the Broncos depth chart on their site, and they have Drew Sanders behind Alex Singleton.
Okay, so he might slot in there, bro.
Unless Justin Stranad.
Oh, that's my cousin Stranad.
unless he's better than
he has Nad in his name. It's not even Nads. He just has one. It's the Stranad.
So we'll see how serious it is for Josie Jewell.
I'll be Nad if it's Stranad. Get you Sanders in that motherfucker, right? Get you Sanders in that motherfucker.
For the Detroit Lions, I mean, maybe one of the reasons why they weren't able to run as good as we thought, or just not do exactly what we thought in the run game. They had 2 offensive tackles go out in the game.
Man, I didn't know that.
Dan Skipper and Matt Nelson. Skipper, he started the second half on the sideline.
I feel like that's a made-up name
because of a hamstring injury. And Matt Nelson was carted off the field during the game.
Fuckery.
So, yeah, rough over there. Now, for the Green Bay Packers, man, this one sucked. Devondre Campbell, ankle injury. He left the game, didn't return. That shit sucks.
Yeah.
They had a cornerback go out, Carrington Valentine, not sure who that is, bicep injury.
Hell of a name, though.
Yeah. And one of their guards went out, Zach Tom. I'm not sure if he's the left or the right side. Knee injury.
Two first names, that's Zach Tom.
Yeah, crowd pleaser. Mm-hmm. Will Fries, the guard for the Indianapolis Colts.
I love offensive lineman names, bro.
So
Will Fries. We just had a Skipper.
Yeah.
And a Tom and a what was it? Two first names?
Zach Tom.
Zach Tom.
Yeah.
This guy's Will Fries.
Will Fries.
It's fucking tight.
So he left the game. I think it was like towards the end of the game, but it was just cramps for him. So luckily they didn't lose
all those fries he'd be eating for his game.
Got dehydrated out there after those fries.
Salty ass fries, bro.
Oh man, remember how we keep talking about how the Jags are just having like offensive linemen woes? Anton Harrison, one of their offensive tackles, he left.
Not Anton.
Ankle injury. That could have added to the reason why Trevor just wasn't getting any time back there.
You know what the NFL needs? Stem cells.
Yeah, like why can't they make it legal?
Just regrow everyone like on a week-to-week basis so we can have gladiator wars every week.
And Nico
lose their whole arms. Wouldn't even be tripping nowhere. He tore his arm out of the socket.
Get it right back.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Duct tape it, stem cells in a motherfucker. He's in there.
Good to go. Nico said Trevor Lawrence is going on my bench this week and starting Jordan Love. What do you think about that? Jordan Love has been pretty solid.
Packers playing.
Jags playing the Falcons, Pack playing the Lions.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Falcons have been tough against QBs.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a really big bounce back game for them, though, because the Falcons don't really have. I mean, it's crazy because Houston's not that good with a lot of things, but they do got some good pass rush. Falcons don't really have any pass rush. So I think either way, even with the shitty line, Trevor will be getting rid of.
You know what we're missing here? It's right under our noses. I'm playing Trevor Lawrence. Just as you're asking me this now, it's Monday. Because he is going to be the aid to a revenge narrative. Calvin Ridley, 2 bad stinker weeks against his former team. Oh, trade me away. I was just betting on us because I was betting against us because we sucked.
Tino said this is why I'm pro steroids. I'm with you. Just let everybody have the right to choose.
I mean, look at Tino. Next time you see me, bro, I better see you yoked up as fuck, bro. You know what I mean? He's like, listen, I'll start using steroids.
And what? Said need that Tussin. Tussin fixes everything.
Tussin the Tussin? And Vicks rub, apparently. If you're Filipino, Vicks rub on everything.
All right, let's get back to it. So for the
Don't put it over your eyes, though.
I don't even know how to pronounce this dude's name, but one of their offensive tackles went out during the game. And what was it for? Quad injury. Prince Tega Wanna go? I think.
Oh, that's hella hard. You want to go?
It's almost like it. It's
you want to go, bro?
WANOGHO. Is that not wanna go? Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Right.
What do they call it when they have the phonetic way of how to pronounce it?
Mm-hmm.
Enunciation. There you go. Yeah. It sure is.
All right.
Want to go?
For the Raiders, Chris Bolton, their linebacker. I wonder if any relation to
Yep, Michael Bolton, Nick Bolton, of course.
Yeah. Gotta be, right?
He's singing that song about Chris Bolton right now.
He left with a knee injury. Jimmy G getting evaluated for a concussion.
He came back out though, but that's what the Raiders do.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Is he, going to be doing?
Did it happen at the end of the game?
I can't remember when that
was. There was another one where he got rolled up on his ankle. That's what it was. The first
I passed out like after, like I passed out.
It actually became like our game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
A little entertaining.
The Chargers. Derwin James left with a hamstring injury.
What's the boy? His co-pilot back there.
Alohi Gilham.
Yeah. Pick him up.
Yeah, he already needed to be picked up, but now even more.
Well, especially for redraft. You know, dynasties, he's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mike Williams. They said that they fear it's a season-ending knee injury. We'll have more info for you later today.
Let me just break it down for you. See, Mike Williams, you know what I mean? He has a knee injury. See that? That's a knee right there. You know what I'm saying? When he was down, it was because his knee was hurt. See how he wasn't standing there? Because he was down, because the knee, you can't stand without the knee. So you can't tell me you could run routes without it. You know? See, there's a philosophy behind the science of the medical field I'm in. You know what I mean? Dr. Bogey is dropping some real. This is Harvard graduate shit right here, but y'all is getting it for free.
Bogey has a diploma from Harvard Medicine.
See how I'm standing right here? Shout out to the knees. Go ahead, stand up right now. Go ahead, stand up right now. Tell me it ain't the knees.
Oh man. If I didn't have these two knees right here, I think I'd be falling over right now.
I think we would be Mike Williams.
Man, all right, for the Dolphins. I was so pissed that River Craycraft went out. He got smashed right on his first reception in the first fucking quarter. He gets smashed and like his shoulder gets like completely just like wrecked.
I hate to laugh because I'm like, damn, this kid was poised to have the big game, bro. It's the first touch for this kid, bro.
Not the first touch, because he's got in there after going in for Tyreek or going in.
No, I'm talking about of this game.
Yeah, this game.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Hella early, too. They looked for him hella early in the game. They had one of their guards went out, Connor Williams. Jalen Phillips, oblique injury. He didn't return. And then Eli Apple left the game as well, and concussion, or at least putting him in evaluated for a concussion. Not too good over there for a couple key pieces. I'm not even sure who John was. Metellus for the Vikings. He went out, one of their safeties. I wonder if he's the guy that starts in front of Lewis Sign, because he can't get on the field.
Medalist?
No, Lewis Sign. Yeah,
gold medalist.
Yeah, maybe. And Tino said, "LOL, I seen you pick him up in the 19 Hus and then went down the first game." Yes, stupid. This is supposed to be the game where he was in there for Waddle, you know, getting like 5-6 receptions for like 60-70 yards. You know, just
to the Waddle guy. That was no. Then we would have flipped him to the Waddle guy.
Oh, for sure. What up, Bakes? What's going down, bro? All right, the Patriots. They had two of their DTs go down, and they had Cole Strange go down as well. Cole Strange with the knee injury. That's one of their guards.
When you're strange.
And this was a big one here when we go to the Saints. They're well, this one's not a big one. The center, I mean, it's big for him, but it was concussion. He didn't return. And then Derek Carr. Why did they not like say what it was for the longest time? Like it was like a long time before they said the shoulder injury. Like they wouldn't even show the replay of when he got hit.
I know
why.
It was
all weird.
They didn't want to. He said, "I don't want them to see me cry again." He cried. He's a big crier.
Yeah, and then his mascara starts running.
Yeah, it starts running all over the place. You know
what I mean? Savage Jeremy. And Bake said, "What's up with all this drama in the number 7?" It said, "Feels like I'm in an episode of Days of Our Lives."
That's this one guy. He's the one consistent. Like, if there's a common denominator to whenever there was like an incident in that league outside of that racist guy, it's this guy's involved in it somehow. You know what I mean? And he stirs up shit more than he like, you know, gets in the shit with people. Like, it's more like he stirs it up and then creates it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, curious. Oh, it's Big Tons in J-Mac Town.
Yeah. Because it was something about, I think it started with like something like a trade offer or something like that. And then, like, you know what I mean? Like, and it just, yeah. And you know what's crazy? Big Tons will pull up wherever the fuck he's at. Big Tons has money. And he's a big fucking savage.
He's got frequent flyer miles as
He
well.
don't give a fuck. Like
sends him everywhere.
Yeah, because when I was DMing him, you know what I mean? I was like, hey, you cool, bro? You know what I mean? He's like, yeah. And I'm like,
Tina said, how does Carr not have a Sephora deal? I know, right? Maybe he does, but he just keeps it on the down low. Maybe it's his alter ego that does.
No, see, I've always been saying it on the show. I'm like, he doesn't even have to play football. He has that mascara empire to fall back on.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
And so I know that, I mean, we never really covered Thursday, like injuries, but how about Evan Neal for the Giants going down, ankle injury? That's not going to be good.
Facts are coming.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's all bad over there. Let's see. It was good. We get to pass a couple teams without reading anybody who went out during the game. Oh, man, the other Thursday night competitor. I mean, Debo, luckily they said it was the wind being knocked out of him. But Dre Greenlaw, though, ankle injury. What was his injury before this ankle? Do you remember? What was his preseason injury?
Yeah. I don't remember what it was. I always just assume it's soft tissue, though, because he was always a hamstring guy.
Okay.
Or a high ankle guy. You know what I mean? Like, those are the things that's fucked him up in the last couple of years.
Okay.
I think he had like a pectoral at one point, too. But he just played hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And let's see, for Seattle, one of their linebackers went down, Darrell Taylor. Draymond Jones, the defensive end that they paid over there, went down, hip injury. And then Trey Brown, the dude who, I mean, pretty much been balling out over the first couple weeks, and then goes out early with a concussion.
Oh, that's Seattle, yeah.
Yeah. Trey Brown, the dude who
I saw the kid in there, Jarek Reed.
Yeah, it's because
this guy went out.
Multiple people went down in front of him.
And the kid was flying around.
Yeah, I saw him make a special teams tackle. I was like, oh shit, he's there.
Oh, really? Yeah, because I didn't know if he was even playing anything but special teams, though. You know what I mean? Like,
let's see if it actually if it shows his percentage of snaps. 15%. See, he still didn't play that much.
Yeah.
It's because Julian Love played. I mean, we needed like Julian Love not to play. And then he would have been in there. Let's see who else we got. We got for the Titans, Julius Chestnut. Okay, he went down with a hamstring injury. Didn't even know he played. I wonder if he pulled it pregame or something.
Well, he started working in there as their 3, right, for the Titans.
Yeah. And Sean Murphy Bunting. Oh man, concussion for him, one of their cornerbacks. So you guys don't know Sean Murphy.
Where's Sean Murphy Bunting now? From because he was at Tampa Bay forever.
Titans. We're talking Titans. Right now. Yeah.
He's gonna suck over there with the Titans.
I mean, he's hurt now. Let's see if they
get better.
If they're down a cornerback, they're already really bad in the secondary. And that is it. We've made it team by team.
All right.
All the injuries.
Kind of got in here unscathed.
This was a lot worse.
Mike Williams, man. I hope he's all right. Yeah, it didn't look. I could explain it again how important the knees are.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even do the dance, bro. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, bro. Like this is it's a part of the song.
If you are watching this on replay, if it's your first time here on the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We go live multiple times a day. We're live for all the games. You'll see uploads throughout the week as well. So smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on the notifications, subscribe to the podcast, Fantasy Football Hustler, and the Silver Screen Breakdowns podcast, our movie review podcast. And now we are going to be getting into the studs and duds, and we are going to start with the QB position. Here we go.
Coming in hot.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
Bogard Scott freak trying to find a lighter.
We're getting into the studs and duds. If you're watching this on replay, if it's your first time here, smash that subscribe button. Go check out the injury uploaded video that just dropped and check out every positional video for the studs and duds, including IDP for you IDP freaks. This is taking place Monday morning. We still got 4 QBs who haven't played yet on Monday night. But as of now, the top QB of week 3, Tua. Man, what a game for the Miami Dolphins. 36 points for the kid.
23 of 26 for 3 Bills plus and 4?
And 4.
And 4.
Only 3 incompletions. That's so impressive. They're doing whatever the hell they wanted out there.
Broncos suck, and they're so good. They put that together. Get fucking. And can you kick a field goal? Let's just set the record. You know they were trying to.
Yeah, I mean they kneeled on it like they could have, but they didn't. The game of
sportsmanship.
The game of the week. The Chargers, the Vikings, both QBs out there doing their thing. Herbert and Kirk Cousins. Those are the 2 and 3 quarterbacks on the week. Herbert, 40 for 47. Not the same for Cousins, 32 for 50. A little bit different there. 405 yards for Herbert, 367 for Kirk Cousins. Still pacing. Kirk Cousins in game 1, 344. Week 2, 364. Week 3, 367. And he goes up against Carolina next week, who is insanely hurt in the secondary. Let's go crazy.
I love you, Corky Kirk.
3 touchdowns for Kirk as well. Patrick Mahomes, number 4 on the week. He had 272, 3 touchdowns, 24 for 33. Got hurt in the game, but I mean, he didn't leave the game or anything. So, I mean, business as usual.
Rolled up on his ankle.
4 QBs over 30 points, and those were them. Andy Dalton, number 5. Andy freaking Dalton, 361 and 2 touchdowns, 58 attempts, 34 completions. They said this is a career high for the Red Rocket. What did you think about Andy Dalton? The
career high as in completion rating?
Attempt, 58.
Yeah.
What'd you think? What'd you think about the Red Rocket?
It's just, it's great for that kid to see how to operate a functional offense. You know what I mean? But it's Andy Dalton. It's the same old Andy Dalton.
Yeah. And we'll be talking more about the people that Andy Dalton were throwing to when we get to the wide receiver positions here soon. Jordan Love doing his thing, 259, touchdown through the air, 39 yards on the ground, touchdown on the ground. This kid's got 8 touchdowns so far in 3 games.
Yep. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
Efficiency. It's Aaron Rodgers-esque. People are gonna be like, no, it's not.
How about Lamar Jackson doing his thing, 100 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, really shaking and baking out there, and had 202 through the air, 22 for 31. I mean, he did what he's supposed to do against Indy. Just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, though, what do you think about the kid? 280 and 2 touchdowns, 20 for 30, 14 yards on the ground.
I hope he breaks the stigma of or maybe even a curse of Ohio QBs not translating to the NFL. Because, this is still fantasy, right?
Yeah.
But also, even just on the week, look, the kid's good, man. 30, and he did it with efficiency. Only 30 pass attempts. I was clowning on his efficiency all week, right? 63% completion rating. Yeah. He definitely jumped up. Shout out to the kid. The Jags do better.
And no matter what we think about rookie QBs, no matter what we think about the Houston Texans, I don't think CJ Stroud's what's wrong with the Houston Texans. I mean, in game 1 as a pro, 28 for 44. I mean, the efficiency is not really there. Doesn't throw an INT. Doesn't throw a touchdown, though, either. But 242, I mean, that's pretty solid right out the gates. That was versus Baltimore on the road in Baltimore. Then versus Indy, you just do what you're supposed to do. 384, 2 touchdowns, 0 INTs as well. And then this week, they mollywopped him. 280, 2 touchdowns, again, 0 INTs. I mean, he does have a fumble lost in each of the games, But I mean, no INTs.
That's the offensive line, though.
Yeah, but
Let him get through.
No INTs with all those fucking attempts in his first 3 games as a rookie. It's very promising.
Yeah, and you know, the week 1 on the road, that's impressive. The other ones, like I feel like the Jags are there on defense. They're just, I think I like them just because we have fantasy pieces there, right? They're not good in real life.
Not right now, that's for sure. And then Josh Allen, you know, not the best game, but I mean, for as much as they were shitting on them, you know, still ended up in the top 10. 218, tug through the air, 46 on the ground, tug on the ground.
Yeah, he was pretty much done with the day early.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the defense just kept not giving it. The defense just kept doing it for them.
And speaking of tugs, how about Deshaun Watson? Tied with Josh Allen, 27 for 33, very efficient through the air, 289 and 2 tugs versus the Titans. Every single quarterback in the league needs to be deployed against the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Who do they got this next week coming up? They got the Bengals. Ooh, all right. We need it. We've been waiting. We have been waiting.
Jake Browning's about to shred him up.
God damn it. It better not be Jake fucking Browning. This better be our Burrow coming out.
You know what's crazy, bro? I don't want him to go out there and get more hurt.
I don't either.
You know, they shouldn't play him this game.
Why didn't they just listen to Chase? Why didn't they listen to Chase? And what up, Clock? He said, Watson, 3 tugs if you include the one he had after the game.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
It's funny because like I was like, yeah, I mean, why did we miss that? That one was really good, actually.
Number 11, QB on the week. Your favorite Brock Purdy. 23 points. 23 points. 310, 2 touchdowns through the air.
0 picks.
And then the number 12 QB on the week, 21 points. So the top 12 QBs all had 20 points or more if you're playing in at least 6-point passing touchdowns. That's what we're talking about here. 6-point passing touchdowns, 25 yards per point on the yardage. And it's Jared Goffel. 243, had the touchdown.
Throws the ugly picks.
Yeah, I mean, so did Russ. That's why Russ didn't even finish with 20 points. He had 19, even though he went over 300 yards.
Little bitch, Russ.
Goffel did have that touchdown on the ground as well. So that was something else.
Rumbling into the end zone.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Oh no. Oh man, Savage Jeremy. He just posted it right now. This just got posted 3 minutes ago.
Mike Williams.
Hold on, let me pack the bowl before this. Oh man. No, it's Mike Williams.
Oh man.
It's Mike Williams. Oh man. Yeah. Well, this is one of the reasons why we avoided him. This is one of the reasons why his ADP was baked into his injuries. He jumps tall, he jumps high, he falls hard. And I know we're in the QB section right now, but we just got this news, so we're gonna.
And if anyone wants to rewind, because I am a Harvard grad doctor, for those that don't know, like you could rewind. I actually break down the importance of the knee for just standing and just that alone. You know what I mean?
Mike Williams, torn ACL, out for the season.
And I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gonna miss him. No.
Man, Mike Williams living in a hateful world right now. Hope he's all right. This sucks. I mean, at least he's got the little mini bag, on him. But
got a good bag. He's like top 15 paid at the position, top 12, right?
Yeah. I don't even know that 100%, but I know. I mean, we know that him and Keenan, they got somewhat decent bags on.
They were always getting extended. They never got like this big old. I mean, even Keenan Allen, it was short lived, but he was the highest paid receiver back in 2020.
Yeah, Bakes a lot said Quentin Johnston season. Nick Tab said fire up Quentin Johnston. Yeah, it's gonna be
Palmer too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a yes and no on Quentin Johnston. Like I think anyone who thinks they're gonna be able to go out there and start him as a wide receiver too, like right off the bat, it's gonna be a little bit.
He's gonna be great against like secondary options, but if you play in a secondary that has two badass corners and shit, you know what I mean?
They got the Raiders this week, so let's see. This will be the week to put it down.
Quentin Johnson can catch the ball. Quentin Dropston.
Yeah, Deontay Dropson's estranged cousin over there.
Yeah, Dropston. Right? He's like, oh, Dropson. Yes, Dropston.
Hey, Juggernaut in the house. What up? What up, Juggernaut? All right. So there we go with the studs of the week. And don't forget that these are the QB studs. And now we're going to get into the duds of the week. Oh,
just start with Calvin Ridley. We're very upset with him.
No. We're on the QBs.
Oh, my bad.
We are on the QBs.
I'm very upset with you. Can tell I'm upset with him.
Okay. Ryan Tannehill got 3 points. We're going to give him a pass because not a lot of people are starting him. I think the biggest two duds on the week have to be Mr. Sam Howell and Mr. Danny Pesos Jones. Back up the truck.
Dump truck, that is.
Desmond Ridder. He's the only, a lot of people aren't starting Desmond Ridder. If you are, sorry. Fields, it's crazy. I mean, he still ended up getting 14 points because he had 47, on the ground. So.
Yeah, and he throws the garbage time pick.
And I mean,
tug.
And I'm saying 14, it's rounding it up. It rounds it up on here for whatever reason. 1366 was his actual line, though. So, yeah, pretty ugly. Zach Wilson also amongst the shit. What's crazy is Mike White scored more.
Was I low the whole time? Oh, no, I wasn't.
No, you're good.
I was talking about the wrong one.
Mike White, who only came in for a couple series, he scored more than Ryan Tannehill, then Sam Howell, then Pesos, then Ridder, and then Zach Wilson.
You know why, right?
Why?
He's the great white hope, White Mike. Come on.
White Mike, baby.
Kick him up.
All right. Well, there you have it. There are the QB studs and duds. If you're watching this on replay, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, turn on the notifications, turn them to all. And we are breaking down every single position today for the studs and duds. And let's get into the running backs.
Let's go. Do it, Anakin.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
What's happening, Bogard Scott? Freedom fighter.
We're breaking down the studs and duds every position. If it's your first time here watching this on replay, smash the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications. You don't want to miss the live streams that we have. Check out all the other uploaded videos, every single position, including IDP, broken down. This is wild. What kind of parallel universe are we living in right now?
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
A-Chain, 203 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. I mean, that would have been good. That would have been really good to be number one most weeks. But he had 4 receptions, 30 yards, and another 2 touchdowns. 51.3 points.
Outscoring a gang of motherfuckers from their bench, huh? Yeah, I'm just saying.
Hopefully you play in a deep enough league where you could have started them to get the fruits of that labor right there.
It hurt so bad.
Man, and it's crazy. I don't know if we've ever really seen anything like this where like not only do the number 1 and 2 guys, on the week for the running backs come from the same position or same team. Like, I don't know if we've ever seen that happen at the 1 and 2.
Maybe back when it was CJ2K and Buddy and White, Lindo White.
Maybe, but this is ridiculous because
there was Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara's back in 2018.
Yeah, I mean, there may have been some where they were like top 10, both top 12, but 1 and 2, and then just completely obliterating the number 3. I mean, Raheem Mostert's got 14 more points than Ken Walker, 45 points, 13 attempts on the ground, 82 yards, 3 touchdowns, 7 receptions, 60 yards, and another touchdown. Both Dolphins RBs had 4 touchdowns each.
I love Raheem Mostert for what he did for my Niners. And I love his story, bro, because he's back where it all started. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Clock said I had A-Chain on my bench against Bogey.
Oh, shit, word.
Well,
I'm going to have to probably throw in Jake Browning against you in the SBI.
For the number 3 and 4, kind of business as usual. I mean, Ken Walker, he's been balling. Not like he did yesterday, though. 30 points on the week, 97 yards. Just missed that 100 for you guys who have 100-yard bonuses. 2 touchdowns again, though, on the ground. 3 receptions for 59 yards.
We love that.
What do you think about Walker so far, Bogey?
I mean, it's, I always stand true. Whether it's like the Walkers of the world or the Brian Robinsons, because there's always going to be like a whole community of people that want this other guy for no reason, right? Oh, Zach Charbonnet or Antonio Gibson or like, you know what I mean? Like when you're the starter and a team that's going to run the ball heavy, you want that guy. And it's like Chris Carson-esque because, Ken Walker wasn't really getting targeted outside of like the one game in Germany last year. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he got it all in like one series. They're going hurry up, and he got like 6 targets in a drive. Outside of that, you never really seen him get targeted. So I like that. Like and this is what you should expect. Just a couple little targets sprinkled in, usually dump offs. They're not making him run no routes or nothing like that. And he's 100% 100% between the 20s and in the red zone, bro. Like you love that.
And what was the quote from Crazy Old Pete that we kind of attached our horse to?
I'm gonna give him 17 touches a game. That's what he said.
And there's
that's the baseline. Okay, yeah, we love it.
And there's only been one game where he didn't get 17 touches. He got 16. And had he caught all 5 targets, he would have had. He caught 4 out of 5. Had he caught all 5, he would have had 17 touches. So Crazy Old Pete staying true.
Let's go. And I call him crazy. Takes one to know one.
Mr. Christian McCaffrey, also known as
BMB, the unicorn.
He does what he does, another 22, 23-point performance.
He's the Muhammad Ali of running backs.
85 yards on the ground.
He's the Rocky Marciano of running backs.
5 for 34. Pound for pound.
Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, he's doing what he does. He did he even play the 4th quarter? I don't even remember if he played the 4th quarter at all.
Enter Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, still 23 points for the kid. BMB, 23 points. Zach Moss, 22 points on the week. I was not expecting this. 30 attempts, 122 yards, 2 receptions, 23 yards, and a touchdown. He's got the Rams next week and Tennessee the week after that. I mean, if you have him in a flex spot, is he just start no matter what because of that attempts?
Yeah, he's a volume guy. And see, here's the thing. I got to point this out. It was Minshew. He's gonna hand it off a lot. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, like you got to consider, like when you get Anthony Richardson back, which is probably going to be this week, is that he's going to vulture a lot of it.
Yeah, and let's see. What up, Reflex Smoke? Should I trade Josh Jacobs and Cortland Sutton for CD Lamb? If somebody will do that trade, sure.
Yep, I'll do it.
Yeah, definitely.
That means he's not hurting at running back outside of Josh Jacobs hurting him at running back.
We said he's got ETN and Saquon.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're gonna ride the wave and tear up at receiver.
Yeah.
The Cortland Sutton, you flip him now, right? I'm just
better, right? And then Theo, he said, I sat James Conner and Ford. Oh, damn. Okay, I thought you said you sat James Conner for Ford because those are both the next two names on the list here. So James Conner, top 6, 19.6 points. And Ford, he got 19.1. So
I benched Conner and Ford in some spots.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone should feel bad about
they did very well against very bad matchups on paper.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? This is why I like we're going into week 4. After week 4, things start to take shape. Like look at the Cowboys. Who did they play against? Saquon, week 1, bad weather game, bad offense all around, defense scores, stuff like that. It's kind of the game's out of hand, right? It's kind of hard to judge that. Week 2, who do the Cowboys play? They shut all the way down the mighty Jets run game. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they haven't really been stopping nobody. And then James Conner just went in there and ran all over him. That's kind of crazy. So,
and I mean, it's the tale of like polar opposites here because Conner, I mean, he got a good amount of work. I mean, they both had very similar like amounts of work. I mean, Conner only had 4 more attempts than Ford did on the ground, but he had 80 more yards on the ground. So I mean, it wasn't as fluky for Conner as it was for Ford. I mean, Ford got 2 touchdowns. One of them was on that crazy pass where he was just wide open.
Yep.
Nobody was even thinking about him. And then the other one was like a 1-yard, run in. So, I mean, I think the writing is on the wall that Jerome Ford is no Nick Chubb.
And Tennessee is one of the better run defenses. So, you know what I mean? The fact that he got the 2 greasy tugs, that saved him. If anyone, you're lucky for that, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, he's going to be a load carrier when Hunt will start to get in the mix.
He's held to 51 total yards. Like the touchdown saved him. 51 total yards is 5 points.
It's not
for those who don't know. Good. James Conner went for almost 120.
If you have Jerome Ford as luxury because you picked him up, and I'd flip him.
I mean,
he's going through the murderer's row. You're going to need those tugs to save his day like hella times this next couple of weeks. He has bad matchups coming up, like legit bad matchups.
Running back 7, sell high. Travis Etienne seemed like he didn't do much. He was 19 for 88 on the ground, 4 receptions for 50 yards as well. So doing what running backs do against the Houston Texans. This is why. I mean, this is going to be like, this is the final curtain call for Najee. Najee is either going to do it against the Texans.
We're going to get so many Najee. Do I start Najee or Devin A-Chain? I'm like, oh my God, fucking A. All of them.
Everybody starts against the
Houston. Do I start Zach Moss or Najee Harris? We're gonna get those ones. Do I start Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris, or Zach Moss?
Corbin said, I need Burrow and Higgins to have Keenan Allen Herbert night. I mean, that'd be nice.
You know what? You know what that is? That's a Monday night miracle.
We need a Monday night miracle.
We need a Monday night miracle.
Yeah. And let's see who else we got here. So ETN was number 8. Jerick McKinnon out of nowhere, finishing his RB9 with those 2 fluky touchdowns. But we love it. He only had 28 total yards, 3 receptions, but had 2 touchdowns in there. Just as fluky as Jerome Ford. They were only 1 yard apart. 1 point apart. 1 point apart. Insane.
It's going to be hard to call, man. And it's like, Isaiah Pacheco, can you not get tripped up at the 1 every time?
Yeah, like
every time. You're a big dude. You're from Patterson. You got a gun on you. We get him out your way.
Alexander Madison. Yeah. RB10 on the week.
Top 10?
Hey, top 10. Top 10 on the week.
You said this was the bounce back spot.
I mean, it's the Chargers. Chargers give up the boutte to the running backs, and that trend continues. 20 for 93, no tug, 5 receptions, 32 yards. I mean, that definitely helped.
Saved him.
Miles Sanders, 9 for 24, was not the best. Got the touchdown though. 5 for 38. I saw him drop 1 or 2 passes out there. That would have made his day even better. Fucker.
I mean, we said it. Miles Sanders is finally going to have a QB that could help sustain a drive.
Peace out, Antonio. Clock said, do I start Najee or Melvin Gordon?
This is a Friday question. You're gonna have to ask me this one on Friday when I get more information.
Oh man, but those are the kind of questions that we're gonna get for Najee.
That one made me want to have a breakfast beer. I was like, oh.
Pacheco, even though we're hating on him, I still finished top 12, 15.8 points, 62 yards on the ground, got the touchdown, 2 receptions, 16 yards. Moral of the story is, if you have 2 solid running backs on the team, they both could make it into the top 12 against the Chicago Bears, and you just deploy everybody against the Chicago Bears.
Do it.
All right, let's see. Some honorable mentions would be Tony Pasta with 15, Damian Pierce with 15.
Let's go. That's the honorable mention we want to mention.
Yeah, 31 yards for the kid. He got in the end zone.
Yeah, the greasy tug.
Finally got in
so
the end.
Tough for my kid to run behind that line.
Oh, and who's an honorable mention? Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Deploy all of them against the Chicago
Literally
Bears.
just deploy all 12 points, had the touchdown, had 55 yards on the ground. So just deploy everybody versus the Chicago.
There was a guy who started McKinnon and Clyde against me in a deeper league. The son of a bitch.
I started McKinnon and Pacheco in a league. Had to. Was in the Debo league, mind you. Fuck, that's how bad I was hurting.
You pull it off?
It's not over yet. It ain't over. We got Monday matchups.
Ooh, okay, it's all coming down. It's all coming down Monday.
Okay, here we go. I mean, the biggest dud on the week has to be Derrick Henry.
Like a redemption.
2 points. He had 11 carries for 20 yards. Like Cleveland. Is Cleveland's D just that good? Or
Jim Schwartz?
Is it that good? Is it that good?
I mean, it's their. I would assume it's their tackles too, like their interior, because like not even the linebackers are showing up on the stat sheet. So it's like, who's stopping the run? Everybody up front. You know what I mean?
Browns got the Ravens and then the Niners in the next 2 weeks. These are going to be tough tasks. Tough tasks. Let's see. Who else shit the bed
I'll be right back
for us? Let's see. I mean, damn, Kareem Hunt got 6 points. That's crazy. I mean, like tripled. Gibson got 4 points. That's still a stinker. Fumbled. Let's see. Brian Robinson only getting 7. That's a stinker. Stevenson getting 7 points. That's a stinker. I say Gibbs getting 9 points. That's got to be considered a stinker. We don't want to see any of these guys getting single-digit points over there. We do not want to see it. Clock said I survived having Henry and B-Rob in. Nice. Nice. Gus Edwards. Oh, man. It's crazy how people thought Gus Edwards was going to be, a thing. He got hurt. He went out. 5 points. Ugh. Stinker. All right. Well, that is the studs and the duds for the RB position. Make sure if it's your first time here watching this on replay, smash the subscribe button. Everyone here now, smash the like button. We appreciate you guys. We are going to be covering all the other positions. So if you're watching this on replay, go watch all the other videos. Go hit the like, the thumbs up, and go check them all out. Appreciate you guys. Go subscribe to the podcast. It is the Fantasy Football Hustler podcast. We also have the Silver Screen Breakdowns podcast, which is our movie review podcast. Go subscribe. And Tyler Algier, bad game. Herbert, horrible week 2. Yeah, I mean, those are like flex guys, though. I mean, yeah, we want those guys to do good, but those are like even fringe guys who knew if we were even going to start those guys. All right. Now, let's get over to the wide receiver position. What up, Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. We are continuing the studs and the duds for week 3. Oh, yeah. If it's your first time here and you're watching this on replay, hit that subscribe button. Do it. Do it now. We got all the positional videos dropping, so make sure you go pay attention to that. All right. Let's jump right into the studs for the wide receivers. Keenan Allen, oh man, 46 points. Yeah, 46 is the actual points. 20 targets, 18 receptions, 215 yards. He also threw a 49-yard pass to Mike Williams. Man.
And you can't teach that. You can do it.
Killing it out there. Adam Thielen, 32 points, the number 2 wide receiver on the week, 11 for 14, 145 and a touchdown. Adam Thielen killing it. Throw it in the comments if you picked up Adam Thielen and started him. I picked him up and started him in the Green Bowl, and he's the only thing that's saving me right now. Tyreek Hill, Tyreek the Freak, 31 points, 30.7 points if we're getting specific, 9 for 11, 157 yards and the touchdown. Cheetah is a beast. Justin Jefferson, 4th wide receiver on the week, 7 for 13, 149 and a big old greasy touchdown against the Chargers. Tank Dell, cracking the top 5 like an egg. 5 for 7, 145 yards, and a big old touchdown. He was drafted number 60. He was drafted 69th overall in the NFL draft this year.
69, dudes.
He had 1 touchdown reception of 69 yards.
69, dudes.
Or no, that wasn't the touchdown reception. That was, he had a 69-yard reception and then got taken down at the 1. That's what that one was. And Debo, number 6 on the week, 25.1 points. Oh, man. And then also tied with him, crazy, 25.1 points is Mike Williams. And we just got the news on Mike Williams that he has a torn ACL and he is going to be out for the remainder of the season. Let's take a moment of silence. Shout out to Mike Williams. Hope you're doing okay. Theo said, I love having Jefferson and Hill. So nice. I got them in a couple best balls. I think I have them in a Vampire League as well. And what? He said, how, Theo? How you have both? I've seen teams with both because I have teams with both. All right. Amari Cooper, wide receiver 8 on the week. 7 for 8, 116, and a greasy touchdown for Amari the Pooper Scooper. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 21.6 points, 9 for 102, 11 targets on the day. No touchdown for Amon-Ra. Romeo Dubs, what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wide receiver 10 on the week. 5 for 73. He had the big old greasy touchdown. DK Metcalf, 6 for 8, 112 on the night. And then finishing as wide receiver 12. 19.1 points, 8 for 12, 111. 111. Stephon Diggs, Big old game for Stephon Diggs. Honorable mentions. And hey, we got Bogey in the house. We're on to the wide receivers now.
All right.
So honorable mentions for the week would be DJ Chark, 11 for 86 in a tug. Chris Olave, 8 for 11 and 104. And actually, DJ Chark, 4 for 11. I don't know. I can't remember what I said, but he was 4 for 11 and 86. Marquise Brown, 5 for 7, 61 yards and a touchdown.
Love it.
Cortland Sutton, 8 for 11, 91 yards and a touchdown. Would have been an even bigger game had they not had that second touchdown call back. And then Michael Pittman, Marvin Mims also with 16 points each. Pittman, 9 for 11, 77 yards. Mims, 3 for 5, 73 yards. But he had the big old return touchdown. Let's see. Who are some big names that flopped for us? Oh, I mean, he's not a big name, but he definitely flopped. Kadarius Toney with 1 point.
Man, fuck Tony.
Yeah, but start backing the truck up on these motherfuckers, man.
Here we go. How about Trey Burks, Juju, Rashad Bateman, JSN, all with 2 points. That is ugly. That is ugly.
What did Addison do? Did he get on the? Did I miss? Did he make the list?
He did. He was not in the studs. We'll go look and find him.
Yeah.
Quentin Johnston only had 3 points. You won't back the truck up for him, but he better not have a 3-point.
Is this a future truck backup that you're anticipating?
He better not have one of those next week, or he's gonna get the truck backed up on him real quick. Let's see. Brandon Cooks, 4 points. 2 for 7
anywhere.
I didn't either, and I'm not even gonna back the truck up on him because he was like, he was
coming back from the injury, and I told a lot of people not to when they had other options. You know what I mean?
It's the 2 receptions for 7 targets that like gets like, what the fuck is going up with
that? So they were going to him.
Yeah, they're going to him a bunch, but like, come on, man. Like, I wonder how many were uncatchable.
And also, I didn't think it was going to be a competitive game where they were going to have to do much. I didn't know it was going to be like that, bro.
Yeah. Parker and Dotson, 4 points. Come on, Dotson.
And to chase the Parker from the week before, I mean, it's going to be difficult to try to diagnose, anything outside of Hunter Henry for the Patriots, bro.
Drake London, Nico Collins, 5 points.
You gotta have this negative game scripts to have a big Nico game. They were winning that game. That was whoa.
Robert Woods, 6 points.
Yeah. Same thing for Robert Woods, right? You gotta have a negative game script for him throwing like 40 plus times. He only threw 30 times in that game.
Calvin Ridley, 7 points.
Why I'm here right here. I want to punch him in the face with brass knuckles. In fantasy, right? He's probably a really good dude in life. I mean, he's just trying to make honest living, gambling on his team. He knew they were trash. He's actually smart. Just got caught, which makes him dumb. Punch him right in the face with brass knuckles.
DeAndre Hopkins, Sky Moore, Tyler Lockett, all 8 points.
Back the truck up on the motherfucker.
And
the garbage truck.
I guess for anybody who had Jarek Reed and really, really expected a big game at him, he only had 9. Those are really the only guys who get the truck backed up on them. But, I mean, honorable mentions for, like, dump truck, just fringe. Like, you just escaped the dump truck. Garrett Wilson, McLaurin, CD Lamb. I mean, all those guys were, like, either right at 10. I mean, Garrett Wilson's decimal points from 10. All bad.
Yeah.
All bad. All right. If it's your first time here, smash that subscribe button. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you go watch all the other positional videos as well of the studs and duds, and go check out the injury video as well. For everybody here watching, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't, and Go subscribe to the podcast, Fantasy Football Hustler. And everybody's favorite position is coming next. We are going through the tight end wasteland. Here we go.
Coming in hot.
What up, Fantasy Football Hustler? Back at you.
What up, Bogard Scott? Free, not a Taylor Swift fan.
But she does love a good tight end, let me tell you. And thanks, Crispy. I'll steal that joke from you all week. All right. We're just going to jump right in to these tight ends because why wouldn't we, right? Pause. And if it's your first time here, smash that subscribe button. Go watch all the other positional videos for the studs and duds. All you Sam Laporta supporters, stand up and take a bow. He finally scored a touchdown. 8 receptions for 11 out of 11 targets, 84 yards through the air, 22 points.
Yeah, he got it all in 170-yard house call. How could have started against me?
Because he had so many receptions that were coming at like damn near the line of scrimmage. You know, just so many receptions for like 1 yard, half a yard, maybe even losing a yard on there. Yeah, that big one. He was wide open. All right. Our man Travis Kelce, 19.9 points. Number 2 tight end on the week. 7 receptions out of 8 targets, 69 yards.
69, dudes.
And another big old greasy touchdown. I mean, it was very pretty, you know, but it's only one. It's a big old greasy touchdown.
Love Travis Kelce.
George Brittle had an awesome performance on Thursday Night Football.
Don't call him George Brittle right now. Come on, he's mighty right now. I'm wearing the hat. Show some respect for my man Jorge Kittle.
16 points, 7 receptions out of 9 targets, 90 yards through the air. So he was the top tight end yardage-wise, but he didn't add a touchdown or anything, but still good enough to finish 3rd on the week in the tight end category. Now we start getting into guys who, you know, sometimes out of nowhere, you just have guys who you don't even know they're going to do anything. I mean, the New England Patriots, they got Hunter Henry. They got Gesicki. But it was neither of them who is the number 4 tight end on the week is Pharaoh Brown. Get on your knees when royalty's around for the Pharaoh. 2 receptions, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Why?
Should people go pick him? I mean, you think people are gonna? Yeah, not should people, because we know the answer is no. Do you think people are gonna go chase this and go pick up Pharaoh Brown?
Peacock, if you're out there, wasn't Pharaoh Brown with the Texans before?
Thought he was, right?
So,
because
then Bill O'Brien there for those that aren't putting the correlation together right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was frustrating. I mean, what did Hunter Henry do on the day?
4 points, 5 targets, 2 receptions, 17 yards.
So he got his floor of targets.
Yeah, this was not good.
Nope.
And Clock said that Pharaoh was, yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
How about now? These are always some random tight end stat lines that we're going to see here and there. Donald Parham, 2 receptions, 4 yards,
and a tug.
No, you are wrong. 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's right. He had a 2. He had 2
touchdowns. 2 big old greasy touchdowns. He had
4 yards, bro.
He had 14.4 points. 12 of them came from those 2 big old greasy touchdowns.
Pick him up.
Pick him up.
I dropped him in so many places when I'm making my.
I dropped him in Dynasty even.
Me too. Yeah.
I was like, I gotta make a move, and then somebody that swooped him up hella quick too. Like, oh, young tight end.
Hey, Size Matters said, "Love your shirt, bro." The hashtag buds. Oh yeah, there we go. Cheech and Chong.
Hell yeah.
All right, Evan Ingram, 7 receptions out of 8 targets, 67 yards. That was good enough to be tight end 6.
Let's go
on the week. TJ Hawkinson, 8 out of 11 for 78 yards. And but he had the fumble, so that's what dropped him down a little bit there.
Son of a bitch.
Luke Musgrave, 6 out of 8, 49 yards. Ferguson, I guess I'll bite my tongue. He had a whole 9 points on the game, and he broke his streak of 11 yards per game. He jumped it up to 5 receptions for 48 yards. Killing it.
Last one?
Ferguson.
Oh, okay. Ferguson.
Killing it. 5 for 48 on the day. Brevin Jordan, 2 for 13. Had a big old greasy touchdown. Sneaks him into the top 12. And Kyle Pitts, he sneaks into the top 11 with his 5 for 41 performance. 9 targets, though. I mean, this is why even a guy like Kyle Pitts can get some yardage on Detroit. Like, you just start your tight ends versus Detroit.
Yep.
Jonnu Smith. That's what's crazy. I mean, our last 2 tight ends here, both going up against Detroit. 17 targets combined between the two. 5 receptions for Jonnu for 37 yards. They didn't even need a touchdown each, either one of them, to sneak into the top 12.
And Jonnu also was the guy who was drafted by Arthur Smith, but only with but when they were at the Titans. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And let's see. Is there any? Let's see. Who's the tight ends who need to be? I mean, it's just tight ends just suck. I mean, we could back up the truck up on all of them, but
collectively.
Here's one. How about Dalton Schultz? It's ugly. Like, why are we still holding him at this point? Like, man, I'm not talking dynasty, but yeah, I mean, it's ugly over there. Dawson Knox and Kincaid, no love for either of them. Zach Ertz, this one was bad. No, a lot of people were dependent on Zach Ertz. He only got 2 targets.
They're doing it all everywhere else. That's why.
Yep, didn't need him. We'll give Hunter Henry 4 points and Darren Waller 5 points. We'll back the truck up on them. We need more out of you guys.
Yeah, Hunter Hurst Henry. You're just Hunter Henry right now.
Yeah, Andrew's only getting 8 points. You should be hitting double digits every single game.
Yeah, Mark Whack Drews. Not my best nickname, but that's what you are right now.
And Theo said Hurst sucked. Yeah, where is he?
Hurst against the Seattle Seahawks, where you should eat. Yeah, fuck you, Hurts.
It's all bad. It is all bad. All right.
You know what? I know we're on Titans, but back it up one more time for Calvin Ridley. Fucking goddamn you, Calvin Ridley. You motherfucker.
All right. Well, there we go. For people who only watch the offensive videos, we've made it through all the offensive positions. Make your way back and go check out all the other offensive positions. And for any of you guys who are into the team defense or IDP, we got the videos for you defensive freaks and you IDP freaks. So make sure you check those out as well. Go subscribe to the podcast. Hit subscribe right now if you're on YouTube. The podcasts are the Fantasy Football Hustler Podcast, Silver Screen Breakdown podcast as well. This week we're breaking down Ready Player One. This is going to be awesome. And we are going to get into the defensive line to kick off the IDP. Let's go. What up, what up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya.
What's happening, Bill Bogard check?
We got another IDP video for you IDP freaks. If it's your first time here, smash that subscribe button because we're always breaking down IDP. We're always doing Q&A sessions, and we're always answering a bunch of IDP questions, getting you guys ready because very, very few content creators are going to cover the DLs, the LBs, the DBs, but we're breaking down them all right now. We're starting with the DLs where sometimes it is a little bit thin. I'll tell you who's been eaten and who is the opposite of thin. Myles Garrett. He looked like he was playing like a high school team out there. 3.5 sacks. You catch a lot of that game, Bogey.
Yep.
He was killing them.
Destroying.
Got the forced fumble. Got that forced fumble in there as well. It was nasty.
I was saying too, like, while everyone was jumping up to grab like the Max Crosby's this year because they were chasing last year, I was like, we're getting Myles Garrett at like a semi-value here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people just chase. He didn't have the greatest year last year. It's Myles Garrett.
Tino, I don't think we're gonna do kickers on the studs and duds. There's no such thing as a stud kicker. And I wouldn't even know who's like starting who.
What? I'm pretty sure all you have to do is just turn the page. We can't. We're turning all stones now. We're going to leave that one unturned.
How about Aiden Hutchinson? Man, what a coming out party for him this year. 34 points, 2 sacks, had the fumble, forced fumble, and the fumble recovery. Killing it. Rashawn Gary, he has been hella quiet. Not on the Saints, not on Derek Carr. 3 sacks in this game. 34 points. They have multiple reads on Seattle. Okay. This is Jaron Reed, the DL, the linebacker. I mean, the DL, the lineman. 8 total tackles and 2 big sacks on the day. 29 points.
And see, that's not the kid they brought in free agency, right? Who's that pass rusher?
This got to be one of them because he's 7 years in the game.
Okay, no, that's not yet. So he's been okay.
I don't know how long he's been.
I'm just trying to remember the other guy. It was DJ something. Never mind. It's not
Jeremy. No, that was Draymond.
Draymond Green. Yeah. Draymond Green. Wrong sport.
Matt Judon. Handling biz. Matt Judon in all 3 weeks. 16 in week 1, 20 in week 2, 28 in week 3. He's had at least 1 sack in each game. And in week 3, 2 big old greasy sacks for him.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Matt Judon.
This one was out of nowhere. AJ Epineza, because he's not even really a full starter for the Bills, but he gets in there and gets that INT and the TD. Don't chase those points, but that was a good one, though. And then more for the Bills. Leonard Floyd. I mean, it was just a coming out party of everybody versus Washington. 2 big old greasy sacks on the day.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Leonard Floyd.
Brian Burns, man, I know he pissed all of us off in week 2, throwing down 2 points, but he's back. 22 points. He had his sack. I mean, he's doing it all over the place. A lot of QB hits, a lot of tackles. He's getting back there.
Shout out to good old Burnsy.
Yeah, quit messing with us, Burns. Just every week, just throw that down. Emmanuel Agba had the INT, had the sack, multiple tackles against Denver, 22 points. Both sides of the ball were handling biz for Miami. Number 10 DL on the week, Samson Ebukam. I want to talk to Samson.
It's crazy because he was doing this shit with the Niners, bro.
Sack and a forced fumble mixed in a handful of tackles as well. They got the Rams next week. DeMarcus Lawrence got a sack, 21 points on the week. He just keeps doing it.
He's old man Lawrence out there.
Ed Oliver, man. So this is someone who, I mean, this is 5th year, I think now, like in the NFL. Like it's kind of insane.
He's been in there longer, bro.
Huh?
I thought he's been in there longer. That's crazy.
Well, not and it says 4 years experience on Sleeper right now. So yeah, coming up to the end of his like rookie contract, he's been handling biz. Finally, he's got 2 total sacks on the season. 1.5 of them came in this past week against the Wolf.
Yeah,
got a bunch of tackles as well.
You start everyone against that line.
Okay, Devo said Reed played for Seattle and then Green Bay, and then now he's back in Seattle. There we go. Nice.
I knew he didn't float it around.
Nice. And what's 4:20 a.m. talking about over here? Good chance Bears get 2 of the top 5 picks. What would you do those picks? Try to fix the team and make them a playoff contender in the next few years.
Flipping Justin Fields, probably. That's not their guy. That's the thing that sucks too. Is like, new regime comes in. They quote unquote put pieces around him. You know what I mean? And you got a defensive-minded head coach, so it's really all predicated on whoever the OC is. It's like, is Lou Getsy the answer for them? Probably not. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like I could see a total overhaul if they have like several high picks. You know what I mean?
And here goes some honorable mentions this week. Guys who weren't in the top 12, but guys who killed it. We got Danielle Hunter with 20 points. That rookie for the Chargers that we've been telling you about, Tuli Tupelotu. Yeah. He backed up his 19-point performance with a 20-point performance mixed in a sack as well. And he played more snaps this week than he did last week. So they might just be keeping him on as a...
Was he a second rounder?
Yeah, he was a second-round draft pick this
That's
year.
some capital there. Good shit, kid.
Yeah, let's see.
Shout out to the Usos.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of it is predicated on Joey Bosa not playing a full complement of snaps. But Joey Bosa was playing, but he played 34% of snaps.
Yeah.
Kid got 77% of snaps. And I think the kid is even taking snaps away from Khalil Mack as well. So he's just become a huge part of that rotation.
Yeah, because those guys are those guys are like third down specialists. You know what I mean? Especially like Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Specifically him. Like, I bet you if you really look at it, he's really only out there for like third down snaps. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's out there for a shitload of snaps. I mean, he played 65 snaps.
Oh, I think he said he only played 30. That was Joey.
No, Bosa.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You said Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack played 79.
Yeah, I thought, my bad. I thought you were grouping Khalil Mack in there with the 30%.
So the reason why I'm saying I'm thinking the kid is taking snaps from Khalil Mack because in week 2, Khalil Mack played 91% of snaps. I guess week 1 though. So here's week 1. This is how it all started. Khalil Mack 75% of snaps week 1. Joey Bosa 87% of snaps week 1. The kid Tuli 33% of snaps, and Morgan Fox played 51% of snaps. And then week 2, Joey Bosa got hurt though, but Bosa played 29%. Morgan Fox played 35. Khalil Mack 91. The kid Tuli 77. Then the kid Tuli played 77 in week 3. Khalil Mack 79. Joey Bosa 34. Morgan Fox 49. I don't think Joey Bosa re-injured anything, but maybe they
like something in the kid, bro.
Yeah.
Also, like when you limit somebody, you can't demand more money neither.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, maybe they just need him to be 100%. Maybe that's what that is.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Fuck. I was loaded yesterday. Did they win? They won that game.
The Chargers did, yeah.
Yeah, look at them.
Yeah. The Vikings, they're just better at charging it up than the Chargers. That's what it is.
They're Viking it up.
Yeah. Quiddy Pay. Micah Parsons had 17. Man, Danico Autry, he's been killing it. This is something I told you guys about in week 1. 24 points week 1, 15 week 2, 17 week 3.
Opposite of Simmons.
Yeah.
His thing.
Yeah. And all those guys had like 17 points or higher. So it was a real good game for a lot of DBs. Or DLs. I mean, fuck. Yeah. DLs. All right. We're getting through every single position here. We did the DLs for your IDPs. We did all the offense. Go watch all those uploads if you haven't seen them. Make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, show some love over there so other people can find it as well. If you are watching this on replay, hit subscribe, smash it now. And we're moving on to the LBs now.
Yeah. And we're coming in hot.
What up, Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
What's happening? Bill Bogard check in full effect.
Let's get it. So we already broke down the DLs. Now we're getting on to the LBs. And if it's your first time here, smash that subscribe button. Go check out all the other positional studs and dud videos as well. Biggest stud on the week for the LBs. Terrell Bernard killing it out there. Not only did he get 7 total tackles, he mixed in 2 big old greasy sacks.
What?
Had a fumble recovery.
What?
And had a big old INT.
What?
Man.
I'm so proud of that kid.
Killing it. Doing solid. Now this is week 1, 15 points. Week 2, 18 points. week 3, 42 points. 42 points.
He was somebody I was grabbing in all our startups hella late. And like I would be mad if there's like 1 or 2 spots out of the 14 joints I'm in where someone else got to him first. I was like, oh, but you don't get mad if someone's sniping you in like the 40th round. You know?
Yeah, they're just on it. Number 2 linebacker on the week, Zaire Franklin, just doing what he continues to do. One of the best pickups or drafts. I mean, not pickups, but one of the best draft picks that you could have had in any IDP league, all formats.
Yeah.
Rashawn Gary is up there because he doubles as a linebacker, but we talked about him in the DL, so check that out. How about Kaiser White, though? Handling biz, 33 points, 14 total tackles, had that big old greasy Dak pick in the end zone to cap him off.
Who's that?
Kaiser White.
Oh, yeah, Kaiser White. Yeah, he was killing it.
This whole season, he's been killing it. 16 points in week 1, 21 points in week 2, 33 points in week 3. Going up against the San Francisco 49ers who run a shitload, so I'm going to predict double-digit tackles again for old man Kaiser White.
Let's go.
I mean, and he's only 27 years old,
Yeah,
but
that's
like such a journeyman, like at this point.
Yeah, he ain't been everywhere.
All right, Matt Judon, he also cracked the list because he's LB eligible as well. This one, Kenneth Murray, man, back-to-back, insane games for the kid. 28 points, 9 total tackles, had that interception to cap the game as well. Multiple interceptions by linebackers to cap their game.
It's when they say, hey, we're not picking up your 5th-year option. You better go out there and ball, kid.
Yeah.
For real, though. Isn't that funny how it works out?
Yeah.
Like, shit, I need to get money.
And it's crazy, too, because, I mean, Eric Kendricks, that was the jewel, the free agency jewel they picked up in a much needed linebacker position. We're letting go of Drew Tranquil, who balled last year, and this, that, and the third. And here's Kenneth Murray, like, bro, I've been here, bro. Well, I mean, they literally have nobody else, and so I think
that's what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, the other linebacker that they're playing, Nick Neiman, so I mean that there's literally one other linebacker that they have, but Eric Kendricks, he hasn't played the last 2 weeks, so like it's not a surprise to me because Eric Kendricks seemed like the best guy on the field. Derwin James gets hurt; he only played 63% of the snaps. The line's not necessarily that good, so like they were running past the first level a lot. Yeah, so maybe Kenneth Murray is a thing. I mean, if Eric Kendricks misses, though,
that's a good point. But I think Neiman will step aside. It'll be Kendricks and then Murray playing like anchor.
I mean, it's Kendricks just getting healthy enough to get back out there,
and that's if.
Yeah, Micah McFadden, rookie last year, pretty much got no playing time. I didn't take him seriously, and I guess I should have because now this is 2 out of 3 games he's had solid games. 27 points this past week on Thursday night.
Gets the Niners too. A lot of things over the middle, a lot of running. So that's a good way to gauge it, starting him too. You know what I mean? Because I guess Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams ain't one of the best tandems in interior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you said that the Chicago linebackers aren't showing up on the stat sheet. Beg to differ with TJ Edwards because week 1, 20 points. Week 2,
I never said that.
Points. You said that somewhere.
Hell no, I got TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edwards everywhere.
Okay, well maybe I'm wrong about that. I swore you said that earlier when we were talking about the Chicago. But yeah, Tremaine Edmonds, he's been doing solid.
I was talking about the cornerbacks.
Not this week though, but yeah, Edwards, 16 total tackles, 26 points. So solid. Roquan, I mean, it's crazy in a down week. He puts up 23 points. Super solid. Brian Cashman, love saying his name. He sucks, but he got 23 points this week in that interception.
Yep.
And that's the top 12. Let's see. You had to have 23 points or higher to crack the top 12. Let's see. Ola Kuhn is in the mix. Jamin Davis got 20. Cody Barton got 20. Jordan Brooks got 20. Patrick Queen got 19. Our man Henry H2O, 19. Pete Warner, 18. Quincy Williams, 18. Caden Ellis, 17.
My man Chris Barnes, but he hurt his hand, but I think he was up there too. He got like 19 or something like that. It's like KY.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah, 19. He's right below Queen. Is sandwiched right in between Queen and H2O.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Got a lot of solid linebacker plays this week. It was a good week for linebackers. And A Saucy, what up? Should I trade Christian Kirk and Mostert for AJ Brown? I mean, my instinct was to say like right off the bat real quick, but then I just stopped because Mostert, like, man.
Maybe you get AJ Brown plus like something usable.
Yeah. I do like going out there and get AJ Brown. He's bound to pop, especially this week versus the Bucks. Like, this is the week. I think the Buck stops here with AJ.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
This is a good week for linebackers. We're going to jump over to the DBs now. So for everybody who is watching on replay, smash that subscribe button. Go check out all the other positional videos. And that's the offense and the IDP. Appreciate you guys. Smash the notifications button. Make sure they are turned all the way on. And go subscribe to the podcast, Fantasy Football Hustler, and Silver Screen Breakdowns. And let's jump in to the DBs.
I'm coming in hot time.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya.
What's happening? Bill Bogard check in full effect.
Ooh, and we know Bill Bogard check going to be here for the DBs because that's where he holds it down the most.
Let's go.
If it's your first time here, smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on all the notifications, go check out all the other all the other IDP videos. Here we go with the DBs. Kyle Hamilton. This was like his coming out party for his entire career so far with 9 total tackles, 3 sacks as well. Like, that's the crazy thing. 3 sacks and had the forced fumble. I don't think anybody saw this coming. I don't think there's too many people that are starting him. It's crazy how Sleeper has him projected like for like 11, 12 points every week, but he never hits it though. Never.
Yeah, and then there's other guys like Terrell Bernard and guys like that that will just always be projected 0.
Yeah. So Kyle Hamilton, big dog of the week. They got all their DBs hurt over there. So
yeah, he finally took what is it? Is he a sophomore?
Sophomore, yeah.
Yeah, it's about time, kid.
Yeah, and let's see. There's always a lot of no-namers in the DBs. Alante Taylor, sophomore, 17 points last week, 36 points this week, 5 total tackles, had the big sack.
Where's he at?
He is with the Saints.
Okay. See, I haven't been around Spencer in a minute. He probably would have had us on game with this kid. Sophomore, and he's showing up.
Well, so I think I'm not 100% positive, but I think this is because of Marcus May.
Marcus May. Yeah, but that's 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
And we can check the snaps. And let's see.
Yeah, because
no, so Alante is a cornerback.
Oh wow. Okay.
I thought
he was a DB.
Well, I mean, he is a DB, but
safety. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's not. Yeah, he's not playing for Marcus May. That is Jordan Howden. That's the rook. Okay, I didn't.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's the guy who's taking over for Marcus May. So we got to go check that out.
Pick him up.
But yeah, Alante Taylor, 100% of snaps this week. And yeah, we're gonna have to ask Spencer the Guru get the takes on
a lot of tackles.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he's the opposite of Lattimore.
Here we go. We knew there was going to be some fallout of the Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And you know what that fallout is? That Brian Branch is playing 100% of the snaps along with Tracy Walker. And he turned it into the DB3 performance of the week. 11 total tackles on the week. And this is going to be one of those things in Dynasty. I mean, I know a lot of my teams are stacked to where I'll be making the choice of if I'm going to be playing him somewhere or not. But we've just seen too much out of this kid, and the safeties always eat on the line.
Yep. You gotta love him for fantasy, bro. I love that this kid's we can bust him out. I could bust him out the taxi. The taxi, yeah.
Hell yeah. And Marty said Brian Branch coming out party. I mean, this is dope. Yeah, Tino said legit as fuck. Hell yeah.
And like, you know, he showed up week 1. He had the pick. Then he got hurt.
The pick touchdown. Yeah. And that was why. So I mean, this was the first game that he's played 100% of snaps.
Let's go.
So yeah. Balled out. And Jesse Bates, number 4 DB on the day. I mean,
a pick will do that.
Yeah, didn't do much last week, but he had double-digit tackles.
He got back in again. Okay, he's getting greasy.
Yeah, I mean, 26 total points. So even the pick right there, I mean, that's the 6 points.
Hey, Richie Grant ain't doing shit.
Nah, Jesse Bates handling biz.
Yeah.
And Witherspoon handling biz out there as well. 11 total tackles. Big teams just throw it a lot on the Seahawks. Like, I mean, this is like Reek Woolen had a shitload of tackles last year. Now he got hurt. He doesn't play. Witherspoon's in there finally. And handling biz. Byron Murphy, crazy amount of tackles because he was covering Keenan Allen for a shitload of the game. 10 total tackles for him, 25 points. Kendall Fuller, excuse me, that big old greasy pick got him in there to 25 total points.
Yeah, because he's a nickel, so he gets a lot of tackles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not sure who Brandon Stevens is for the Ravens, but we're going to see a lot of random DBs out of there because they're just shuffling guys around. And he had 11 total tackles, 25 points. He had 19 points in week 1, only 6 in week 2. So a little bit fluky, but he's up there. Let's see. Oh, man. How about Javon Holland? This kid don't quit. 26 points in week 1, 22 points in week 2, 24 points in week 3. He's the man.
Yeah, Javon Holland, bro. And with Vic Fangio now,
he's the man.
Hey, I told y'all the Vic Fangio revenge narrative was real just against Denver in general, right?
Yeah. Nigel said so close in the vampire, but Reynolds screwed me. Yeah. See, that's what sucks with like the vampire. Like you literally, like it has to be the entire 8 spots or whatever it is. Like nobody can screw you.
Yeah.
Nice. Corbin said I put in Bates last minute. No regrets. Nice. Who'd you put him in over? Let's see.
I know I played.
Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. So Javalin was DB9. Roger McCreary finally getting a bunch of tackles. 10 total tackles and got a sack up there with 24 points. He's been kind of a disappointment. No idea who this is. Kytrell Clark, rookie for the Arizona Cardinals. 16 points last week. 10 total tackles this week. 24 total points. And he played 81 snaps.
You know what's crazy? I was saying this early on in the offseason. Like I was like, yeah, look, we got to pay attention to Arizona and I was saying it for IDP purposes because I'm like they're going to be on the field a lot because I'm just had the offense being really shitty. You know what I mean? And it's a defensive minded guy, so there's going to be a bunch of names that are going to pop up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? That we're not aware of. You know what I mean?
He's one of their top 2 cornerbacks. So he's opposite Marco Wilson. So he's got to be the number 2. Marco Wilson's the number 1.
And the rookie, they know you're a rookie. They're gonna pick on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just make those tackles, kid.
Right.
Let's see. And then this is DB12 on the week. Jordan Whitehead. 10 total tackles. Played a lot of snaps. 72 total snaps in this game.
Some of the defense is going to be on that field.
Hell yeah. And let's see. Honorable mentions. Ooh, who is this? Terrell Smith for the Bears. They're hurt at DB. They're hurt. He's a rookie. 10 total tackles, 22 points.
Corner?
Let's go check. Yeah, there's gonna be some random guys.
Because he might be around for a minute.
Yeah, he's a corner.
Jackson. Huh?
He's a corner.
Okay, because I say if he was a safety like that, he's gonna be around for a while. He's a corner.
Yeah.
All their corners are dead right now.
They need all the help they can get.
They need all of it.
For sure. Let's see. Let me see. Amani Hooker, 20 points.
Yep, doing his thing.
Justin Blackmon, 20 points. Michael Davis for the Chargers, 19 points. Christian Fulton on the Titans, 18 points. Sean Murphy Bunting also had 18 points. Crazy. Hey, Kyle Duggar, finally. He got 17 points in this game. A lot of tackles.
It's about fucking time.
Alohi Gilman, man, this kid, man, he had the forced fumble and the fumble recovery. Remember, everyone was tripping. Oh, how come he didn't get the fumble? The forced fumble, just the fumble recovery. So they fixed it. He got both. Von Bell, back-to-back solid weeks, 21 last week, 16 this week, shitload of tackles. Jalen Thompson, 16 points after the 23 points last week, solid. Rayshawn Jenkins, another decent performance, 15 points. Julian Love, 15. So not too bad. I mean, he's had 15 points or more in each of the first 3 weeks.
Yep. I mean, shit, we love that consistency.
Yeah. And there you have it. There you have it for the IDP spots. Boom. All right. And there we go. We got some new guys who, I mean, that's why I like doing this. I mean, we see just random names that we haven't seen. I mean, this Keitrell Clark. I know who the hell he was. 16 points last week, 24 points this week. I mean, maybe this week versus the 49ers, maybe it's not the best week to deploy him, but probably any team that has 2 wide receivers that they throw a lot to, I bet a kid like this is going to get a shitload of tackles.
Yeah. Damn, it's going to be tough. We can't let them trounce us like they did the fucking Cowboys.
Man,
this sleep on the Cardinals. You can't sleep on them, bro. Josh Dobbs is coming, bro. He's a mobile QB. No, he runs around.
All right, and then Brandon Stevens. There's another name. So there's multiple games that he's had double-digit tackles in, and the Ravens are all banged up.
When you're a multi-stud, you're gonna get on the radar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's see where
Brandon. Make sure that you're on everybody's radar.
Oh, Brandon Stevens is he's a corner. Played the most snaps for them out of the cornerback position.
Look at Brandon Stevens.
There we go. And teams are going to throw a lot on them. So if he's going to be guarding the number 1 option, I'm assuming for most times that usually going to lead to a lot of tackles as well.
It's usually how it works out.
There we go. And it's Matt Merckx. What up? What up?
What up, Matt?
We're covering the IDPs right now. We're gonna get to the team defense right now, and then that might be it. And then we'll probably bullshit for a couple minutes after that. Yep. So if it's your first time here, watching it on replay, smash that subscribe button. Do it now. Do it now. And follow the podcast. Make sure you go subscribe to the podcast, Fantasy Football Hustler, and the Silver Screen Breakdowns podcast. And turn on the notifications because we are going live all the time. You don't want to miss. Let's get in to the team defense for you crazy assholes who play with team defense.
And we're coming in hot.
What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
Bogard Scott free doing team defense content. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. And Tino said, what about kickers? Fine. We'll spend the 2 minutes and do it.
Oh, come on. Okay, so I have to stay consistent. Before we do this video, make sure this is the last year you play in team defense leagues. That shit's so fluky. Fuck that shit.
Come play in some IDP leagues with us. Yes. Come do it.
All right. On with the team defense content.
And make sure that every week that you're watching the waiver wire videos, because one of the most important videos of the week for you guys is going to be the team defense waivers, the guys who you pick up and start. We always do that. We always bring you at least 5 teams weekly.
Because you should be streaming your defenses.
Hell to the yeah. And this first team, they weren't streaming available, that's for sure. The Buffalo Bills, they were drafted and they were picked. And I think you just have to start every team versus Washington. They have now turned into that team that you deploy your team defense against them.
Mm-hmm. It's the sacks at minimum that they're going to give up. And then obviously the fact that the line is bad, they're giving up sacks or pressures, leads to picks and turnovers, etc.
Very ugly. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Terrible.
It is. And number 2, the Detroit Lions. Oh man, handling biz out there, just like they never do, really. But they did this week for sure on the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, on the Falcons.
Or the Falcons. Yeah, my bad. The other bird. Yeah, it was ugly out there. The Houston Texans, they were one of the teams that we said you could potentially pick up and start last week. We did not really mention it this week, but if someone picked them up and started them last week, you just got like a very nice Christmas present like in there, because I don't think anyone saw them whooping up on the Jags like this.
Nope.
Cleveland Browns. I mean, that's a team that is, very well rostered. I think they're like right around like 50% rostered, something like that. Showdown versus them. The fucking Tennessee Titans, like they suck.
Yeah, it's a really bad offense.
The KC, like versus Chicago. Chicago, we just deploy all team defense versus Chicago, right?
Yep.
Got to.
I'm pretty sure it's a good idea.
And then you got the Colts. That's another team that we said you could pick up and start last week, but somehow they did somewhat decent this week. And New England Patriots, the Dolphins, and New Orleans. I mean, those were teams that got like double digits or higher this week. We don't really talk about the duds of the week as far as like team defense goes, but how about the biggest dud of the week has to go to the Dallas Cowboys. Man, I mean, there might be some formats where they got negative points.
Who they got next week?
They got the New England Patriots.
Okay, so they're in a nice little bounce back spot here.
Yeah, it is ugly. It is ugly out there.
Mm-hmm. I'm
just like it's ugly that we're doing this video right now. So we're getting out of here because it's been way too much.
I'm starting to get into it.
We're talking way too much about team defense.
Right.
We're cutting off Bogey. Yes, I'm getting happy and about to like go into
team defense.
No, we're cutting.
Bring it back. Thank you.
We're cutting that tape.
I almost lost it there for a second. I'm back.
All right.
Fuck team defense.
If you're watching this on replay, hit subscribe because we're doing this video for you. If you actually searched team defense and you found this video, somehow we're doing it just for you. So you better subscribe. Make sure you come back tomorrow for the team defensive streamers of the week. We always do that. It's always a big video of the week. Make sure you don't play in team defense leagues anymore and get into IDP leagues with us. You can do that as early as right after this fantasy football season, like right for NFL playoff football. So make sure you hang around. Go join the 420 crew at 420crew.org. And we got one more video that we have to do for the people so we don't get fined. We're doing a video for you crazy kicker people. So,
yeah, let's do it. Kick it off.
Here we go.
We're coming in lukewarm.
What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
Bogard Scott, were you just kicking it? That was corny as fuck.
All right. If you're watching this on replay, put in a comment because we want to know who you are because we made this video for any crazy person that would search for kickers on YouTube for fantasy content.
Stop playing in kicker leagues.
Get rid of those kickers. Today's Monday. You should be dropping those kickers right now to pick up someone and at least stash until Sunday or whatever until you pick up another kicker. But here we go. And Tino said, my client asked that you guys try to be happy during this segment. You know what?
I'm smiling.
I've smiled this whole time.
All right. I smile because I enjoy life. Okay. On with the goddamn kicker video.
All right, here we go. So it's the exact way that I think about kickers. The number one kicker on the week, Matt Gay. Number one kicker on the week, 24 points. Oh my gosh, like he could have won you a week If you have Matt Gay on your team, did he win you a week? Put it in the comments. I would like to know. Myers got 18 points, Bass 15, Fairbairn 13, Prater 13, Butker 12, Moody 12, Hopkins 12, Aubrey 11, Sanders 10,
Where's
Narrow
Gay
10. What?
Where's Gay at these days?
He's with the Colts.
The Rams no more. He's with where?
The Colts.
Oh, okay. Look at Willie Gay doing his thing. Oh, Willie Gay. Oh, what's his name? Matt Gay.
Matt Gay. Yeah.
Matt Gay doing his thing still.
Matt Gay's back on top.
He's kicking it, bro.
And there we go. So that's everybody who did good for the kicker positions. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit subscribe right now. There's always going to be a short video
Kicker studs
for the kicker studs of the week. We know you guys love
What do
it.
you mean always? We're gonna keep doing this?
We can
Not in
dedicate
my contract, bro.
we could dedicate 2
There's
minutes.
rules. All
Tino
right.
said it right. Hey, the more we keep talking, the more this video progresses. Let's get done with this kicker video here. We're gonna finish off with a little Q&A and hit subscribe if you actually searched kicker fantasy and you found us somehow. Hit subscribe because we bring way better content than this, but we brought it for you. Go subscribe.
Yeah, Tino.
And let's get the hell out of this kicker video. All right, we did all those videos. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 positional videos.
All right, look at that.
God damn it, I need to smoke.
Too.
And see, you know what's so much nicer about this? Started an hour earlier. We'll be on here a little bit more early. Bogey will be up this time at 7. We'll be right on. We'll be on so we can be taking dabs.
I fell asleep on the couch. I ain't gonna lie. So then I didn't do like my whole routine and plugging in my phone and this and that. You know what I mean? I got like, oh shit.
See, this is way nicer though, being done at 10:30 than 11:30 because like getting done at 11:30 makes me not even want to do FNT on a Monday because like now I got to go chop all these videos, go upload them, and all this shit. You know, that just takes like.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to, especially if it's a double header. So we'll be on earlier for the day.
Yeah, I'm down to do that. We'll skip FNT today and come back on early for the doubleheader. We're already covering the injuries. That's like literally the news that we would be covering anyways.
The couch that we got, that shit's like it's like fucking
super tight.
Yeah, it's super awesome. I saw that motherfucker.
Fucking sunk in, passed the fuck out.
Gone. Right.
What up, Marty? Guess who's back? Back again. Man, it's so funny. Noble's got favorite Eminem songs now. And it is it's because of the guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back. That sold him on that.
That's my part right there.
And then someone posted like the real Slim Shady or something, and now he's like all about the real Slim Shady.
I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. That one.
Yeah. And Marty said, Noble knows what's up. Because one time he asked me, he's like, Dad, can you play Eminem, the real Slim Shady? And like, I had to stop what I was saying. I was like, what the fuck you know about Eminem and the real Slim Shady? I didn't say that.
You know what's crazy is all my kids, they gig to like different music. They're all gig when they hear music, right? When they're babies.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I always had this theory, like the baby right now, like she like anything I'll play like soul shit, like soulful shit, you know what I mean? She loves that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then my son, it was all like old school rock shit.
Did you consciously listen, like put music on around your girl when they were pregnant?
I mean, all the time. We're a music household. Just in the car, all the shit.
No, but I mean, did you like consciously, like she's pregnant, I want to make sure that these songs get heard?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. That's what I meant.
But like I'm just talking about like my goals it's even more deeper what I'm thinking about is like what if they're like tapping into like their past lives or something, you know what I mean, from different eras and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they gravitate towards certain old school music, you know what I mean?
Because what's crazy is when Vanessa was pregnant with Noble, I just always wanted to have like the good vibes music or like whatever. So I listened to a lot of Revolution and listened to a shitload of Michael Jackson. And then like when Michael Jackson, and then when Noble was like what's it called? When he was like, I don't know, just like a baby. Like the Michael Jackson like music would like be the thing that like helped him fall asleep at night.
Sick.
And that was just like the cheat code. It was just like put on Michael Jackson music, he'll fall asleep.
That's awesome. See, my kids, I was like, go your ass to sleep.
Yeah, not really the same. Not really the same now. I'm talking about when he was a baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
When I'm a softie, bro. Y'all know me. The babies is stuck to me.
Tino said my
I
brother-in-law
love all my babies.
So we play classical music in the kids' room at night, late night, changing a diaper, classics. It says scary walking into that room. Said it feels like a movie.
I know, right? Hey, listen, bro. There's studies that show, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certain frequencies. You know what I mean?
No way.
What's
Jimmy G is in the protocol
on a Monday, so he might.
This is twice that they've done this.
I told you, isn't that funny?
That's bullshit, is what that is. Raiders fucking cheating, and they're putting their guys at risk too.
I mean, you know what's funny is they go into that half with the game in hand, and then they go out and then they jimmy it up. That's what Jimmy does, though, bro. Love Jimmy. It's funny because me and my girl, when we were watching that second half, it's like sad for him after, like, fuck the Raiders. She's laughing, and then they show Jimmy's like, oh, just like they're fucking you up over there. Like, no, he's still doing the same thing he did with us. Like, that's why we don't want him, baby. Like, football. It's not about how he looks, okay?
So sad for him. Oh man, Crispy's sending us pictures from man. Crispy's got to do some real plumber work yesterday and today. He's digging like a whole line and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's Crispy. That's some. See, Crispy's he's a real man's man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn it, Crispy. I know you could go down to Home Depot and get some help, real cheap, to at least the digging part of that.
Hopefully. Is that like a Cali thing only? No,
I don't think so. I think that's like a worldwide thing. I think they have like, Home Depot's like in Mexico, like just for that reason.
Oh, you go to Mexico, but it's the white dudes out there. Like, hey, listen, man. I have to be outside here.
We're trying to make it down here.
You know what I mean? If we can make it out here, we can make it anywhere.
Oh man, damn Crispy. And yeah. What did Carl say? He said Kelly.
What up, Carl?
Kelly 3.7, Pacheco 20.8. Is that what he said? Kelly was all bad. We didn't even mention him. He should have been one of the people we backed the truck up on.
Oh, yeah. I know what happened there. He still got all the volume.
2.7 for Kelly. Man, you know what's funny? Like, I pulled up Kelly on Sleeper, and he's got this big old smiling cheesing face. Just want to punch him if he played him this week. That big old smiling grin.
He didn't even eat on the matchup that everyone eats on. And nope. He's not everyone. If you're not everyone, you're not anybody.
Yeah.
Fuck Josh Kelly.
Oh man, this is funny. We got to put Josh Kelly's face, like the smiling face, on Nelson's head for that. I ain't eating this. What are you talking about, man? Everybody eats, B. Rika, turn around. Turn this motherfucker around. Oh man, should I do it? Should I take the time to do that? That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it would be like a now thing too.
Yeah, it like has to happen like right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got like 15 videos to edit, so I better do all these so I can get to this Josh Kelly video. So we can go back for that.
Do your thing.
All right, let's finish this bowl and then we're gonna get up out of here. Tino said I cut my finger right now. My boy is like, don't worry, you play the Pats this week.
I'm just saying, the Pats are kind of bad.
Yeah, Tino. Let's all
take it might be rough for Dak and them on offense, though. Like, let's not get it twisted. You know what
I mean? Oh, it's gonna be all bad. Trap game part 2. The Cardinals have already exploited.
I was gonna say, if there's anybody who would take a game script, take a a game script from someone and utilize it, or a game plan. You know what I mean?
It's Bill Bogard to check. Bill.
Yeah, Bill Bogard check. Oh yeah, hell yeah. You know, what do they say? It's the copycat league.
Yeah.
But you know, it's funny because it's usually them putting it on display how to take down a certain offense, or you know what I mean.
It sucks that like Bill Belichick is like the Quentin Tarantino of the NFL. He's like steals from everybody, but like steals better than everybody.
Yeah, and then like I have a theory that he has a library, right, of all these volumes, right, and he has all his coaches, they don't really have success elsewhere, maybe outside of like Bill O'Brien, but at least not his defensive minded guys, right? Because I feel like he has these volumes, like he doesn't show all the volumes, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, he's like, oh, you know, he like look at Matt Patricia, you know what I'm saying? Like same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Romeo, what's his name? Cornell. Yeah, Romeo Cornell. Mm-hmm.
Marty said, "What do we think about Chris Barnes?" He got hurt in the game, but yeah, I mean, he's someone that we've been talking about. I mean, it's him and Kaiser that are, you know, the LBs over there that you wanted to roster.
Yeah, and I mean, like he was just buried on the depth chart over there with Green Bay, but he did get in there a little bit, right, last year.
Yeah,
because of DeAndre Campbell, and then you know who else got hurt there?
A lot of people.
Yeah, but he's on a 1-year deal. He's doing what he's supposed to do on a 1-year deal. You gotta show out.
Pig said, "Fuck Jimmy G, Aiden O'Connell coming soon." Pause.
And yeah, because I feel like why would they put in Brian Hoyer? Everyone knows, you know what I mean? Brian Hoyer's like, hey, I'm the backup. You know? But Brian Hoyer's 2 on the depth chart though, right?
Yeah. And 4:20 a.m. said, if I was going to have a kid, I'd play the Scream horror films on a constant loop to see how they end up forgetting about Halloween when they grow up. So they end up forgetting about Halloween when they grow up.
I mean, I like the Scream films.
Yeah, I mean, the Scream films aren't even really that scary. Like
they're not really Halloween based either. It's just about like, I mean, I think the scary aspect of it is because they try to make it like this is real life, just some kids in the rural town. Am I saying that right? Rural.
And like it really, like other than when there's actual like killing like going on, you know, it's really not that scary. Like kids would probably check out because like so much dialogue.
Yeah, there's like some psychological aspect to it because it's like, who's the killer? You know, that's supposed to be what's like scary on you, keeps you on your edge, and then like the jump scares. It's a bunch of cheap jump scares, but the fact that you're thinking, who could it be? Like, you know, and then boom, someone pops up. Hey, Sid. Yeah, of course, it was Billy. He's one of the. Why is he always there? He's always popping up.
It's almost like a whodunit.
And the twist was that he had a partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was
like, oh, how could this continue while he was locked? You feel me? They hammed him up, and then the killing. Okay, let him out. It's not him.
Oh, he said not the Scream films. He said screams from horror films, like screams.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, you know how you when you're a kid and they have the cool house on the block is all done up. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like cute done up. You know what I mean? Like with like happy little jack-o'-lantern shit. It's like it looks like a haunted house. It's scary. You got all the fucking little hanging witches and fucking, and you walk up and it's all the sounds of people screaming and all this crazy shit. You're like, oh shit, let's go over to this house. Let's go to the house right here. Or there'd be a motherfucker there. He just in there. He dressed like there was one dude on the block. He would sit there. He has the candy there, and he's just dressed as Freddy Krueger.
And just waits for the time to jump.
Oh, I got the kids. Grab a kid. I'm like, fuck that guy. He used to scare the shit out of me. I'm not going to that house.
Like that guy, he probably like creams in his pants like every single time he gets like the ultimate scare.
I got the best candy, kids.
And we're almost in October, which is going to be our Halloween season for Silver Screen Breakdowns. Here goes the next movies we're breaking down, so you guys can mark them down so you can be watching along with us. This week, we're doing Ready Player One. Shouted that out earlier. This one's going to be dope. We got Freddy versus Jason to kick off Halloween season. So we're going to be talking about both franchises, you know, a little bit, but that's the reason why we chose this. Now we get to talk about both Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, at least a little bit. The Audition, we're doing that one the week after. House of 1,000 Corpses on the 20th. And then on the 27th, this is going to be our big Halloween episode. We're doing the review of Scream 1, 2, and 3. It's going to be awesome.
going back to VHSs on that one.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Cassette tapes.
Yeah, so each one, each one is gonna be like in, each film is gonna be an act, and we're not gonna dive in like we do specifically on every single one. We're more or less gonna be giving our thoughts on the movie in general. Because I could talk a lot about these.
The
I know
saga.
What?
I said the saga.
Yeah, the first trilogy.
I used to think she was hot as a kid when I was a kid. Nev Campbell.
Yeah. And
very damaged and fragile.
What Tino said, did I ever tell you guys I'm gonna be the Asian Ken from the Barbie movie?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna bring you on the stream for sure.
And Marty said, will Keaton ever get playing time? Which Keaton?
Michael Keaton?
Who are you talking about? Which Keaton?
Michael's son?
He said that will take a lot, but I feel like Keaton is undrafted free agent will be there. Justice Hill and the Gus Bus.
Oh, pick him up.
Let's see.
Dynasty shit.
Yeah, well, so we're not gonna do research on him right now, but yeah, we will be paying attention because the Gus Bus, we know he's hurt. We talked about him during the injuries segment.
You still got Melvin Gordon there. Here's the thing when it comes to running backs, there's a reason why they might be an undrafted. If you can't pass pro, or you can't catch the ball, or you can't do all three of those things, it's you know what I mean. You're a body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Okay. He says he's on IR right now. Oh, okay, for sure. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna get up out of here. Make sure you go follow the podcast. Hit that automatic download on the Fantasy Football Hustler podcast, on the Silver Screen Breakdown podcast. Don't be messing around, guys. Help us out. That's how other people find it, is by the 420 crew going and hitting the download button. And I need the 420 crew to go hit the like button on all the uploaded videos. Okay. That's how other people find it as well. It all starts with the crew. Appreciate you guys. And no FNT today, but we'll be back for the Monday Night Football games to see what time the early one starts.
I sent you a little extra yesterday, so it gets degeneracy for the game.
So we'll make sure we start a little early. Let's see, the
first game 4.
Game kicks off at 4:15. So maybe we'll just maybe like a 3:30, 3:30 shot, 3:45, and we'll get on. We'll just start doing the
I'll start brainstorming some a little bit of here and there. You know what I mean?
There we go. And Neek, what up? So can I send you a screenshot of how the times did, or how my team did? Well, we're getting ready to get off right now, but if you go at FF Hustler 420, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, if you get over there, you can go ahead and do that. You also want to join the crew at 420crew.org, so you can also get the one-on-one access and everything like that. And
scored a lot, I'm sure.
Hell yeah. And Bogey, why don't you sign us off?
Universe, give me money. There it is.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.